View story recap? Sure.
The clock winds back to the start of the journey to Penacony.
Because I don't know what's happening.
The Astral Express, upon invitation from the Watchmaker, heads to a cosmic vacation spot, the Reverie Hotel, for a banquet. However, in this sweet dream paradise,
that's gonna be me, chat, flying onto my day's dick. I'm gonna be landing on it like that. Starfish.
A grand struggle for a legacy begins. Numerous factions enter one after another, acting in response to the situation. The family hosts also plot to capture the Watchmaker with this opportunity and ensure the Charmony Festival takes place as scheduled.
Callus has a nice voice. I agree.
Acheron, and IPC representative Aventurine becomes the turning point of the entire event. The latter, through a grand death, shatters the family's
This
lives
is crazy. It actually feels like
reveals the
Penacony was
existence of
yesterday.
the primordial dreamscape, Dreamflux Reef.
Like, I can't believe it. I actually feel like Penacony feels like
The
yesterday.
Express crew thus delves into the heart of the situation. Here, Gallagher reveals to everyone the truths about
Oh, this
the
was so
dreamscape.
sad.
Stellaron, Mikhail, and the Unnameless. They finally uncover the legacy of the Trailblaze and, in doing so, receive a glimpse from the Harmony.
I'm so excited about the 3.0 quest. I feel like we're going to learn a lot about the Astral Express.
Everyone heads to the Penacony Grand Theater.
Oh, the March lore is going to be crazy. I feel it in my
they are
bones.
forced into a deadly battle against Sunday, the head of the Oak family, who is aligned with the Order. This great battle concludes
Penacony's how
with
I
the
ended up
fall of
finding
the
your
Order
channel.
once again.
That's crazy. On to our next era.
The
Gentle.
future of Penacony remains uncertain. However,
As we
thanks to the mediation of the
leak
crew,
into the future,
the
if you know what I
family
mean.
and the IPC agree to cede some of their interests and reach a consensus.
Electric chair
Penacony
for
regains the
myself.
right to determine its own destiny. In the very end, Sparkle makes a grand return with a startling bomb show.
You guys remember
This
when
crisis is
fucking
ultimately resolved
Firefly
amid
died?
spectacular fireworks.
I've never been
With
so
everyone
gagged in my
receiving their own
life. I really
destiny,
thought that was the ad.
tragicomedy of the sweet dream
Firefly death
comes to a close.
truly scarred me. Also, spoiler alert for anyone who didn't play. Should have said that. Oh, is this the new area of the Express? Yeah, I can see me and Don Hung, you know, getting it down and dirty on these countertops. There's a lot of space to work with. Apparently he might get a new version too. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Is that a Christmas outfit? Wait, I want the Christmas outfit. How do I get the Christmas outfit for Pom Pom? What the fuck? They better give that to us. Welt is right there. He can join too.
Laughter might be good for your health.
The room event doesn't take that long, by the way. Press Alt F4. Wouldn't that close my game?
Amphorius, the eternal land.
Lore? Does John not have a voice?
Yeah, that's what Miss Black Swan said. It's a world hidden away from outside observation, with a presence only revealed by the light from the mirror of the Garden of Recollection. It's mysterious, all right. You haven't been with us on the Express very long. Will the journey be too much for you to handle?
I've been on the Express for nearly 2 years now.
Huh? Has it been that long?
Dad. Himiko doesn't have a voice either? Oh my god. Be difficult for us to wrap our head around the idea that there's a world Akavili didn't venture to, but a journey like that was only routine in the Express crew back then after all the trailblazers to explore the universe's boundaries. See, okay, wait, this is interesting because like if it's impossible for them to even imagine there's a world that Akavili didn't go to, that means that Akavili most likely did go to Genshin, meaning that it's not crazy that there's a freaking Astral Express train stop in the sky.
We should consider Pom Pom's opinion too. They don't know we're considering Amphorius as a destination.
She'll take care of it. That said, Pom Pom usually stays out of discussions about destinations. Oh yeah, where's Sunday?
Plus,
How does he get up
even if
here?
we pass Amphoreus over, we've still got a fuel problem to solve.
All right, then for now, I'll let Miss Black Swan know we're considering it. Okay. Seeing as though it's going to be an unusual adventure, it'd be good for us to take some time out to make preparations. Meanwhile, I'll see what I can do more about... See what I can find out more from our allies about Amphoreus.
In other words, we won't be leaving Penacony anytime soon.
Or we could also revisit our previous stops to make sure that the astral charts and navigation routes are all functioning fine.
The one that
I
wastes
wonder if
fuel
the
that we
hole in
barely
the
have.
Typhoon Stadium has been repaired.
There's a hole? Oh yeah, that they made. I remember that in the lore. The Express has been on the go almost the whole time since we left the space station. We barely had any time to catch our breath. Let's just take this as an opportunity to wrap up our vacation instead and make the most out of it. How do we get fuel again? That is something we don't know. We think it's tied to like trailblazing to some degree, but it's not fully explained. Friends and foes. Oh, this POV switching, Lord. I hope they don't do this too much in 3.0. Like, I'm fine with it when it's in moderation.
Creating chaos is also a means of maintaining social stability, if you ask me.
If you have the time for mindless gossip, you're probably better off spending it on getting actual work done.
They say this is all part of ongoing investigations. But is there even any point to doing this?
Wasn't he, like, last
The threat's
locked
long
up
been neutralized.
by Jade
Just
or something? Like,
putting
he was,
on a
like, chained
show.
up.
I mean, look at us. This sudden surge in inter-family cooperative efforts.
I'll never get sick of this
Nothing but a
quest. Like my
pretense for
4th
those
time watching.
outsiders.
Is it good? Is it that good? You'll watch it 4 times?
Sounds like you've got insider intel. Now I'm curious. Are the stories going around true? Was the furor that broke out a while ago really a result of trouble within the Oak family?
Oh yeah, because they didn't tell everyone
Those
because
are
they
some
kind of like
difficult
didn't want to,
questions. Didn't I just say
you know, make it a little bit of a
creating
PR
chaos is
disaster.
also a
Remember
means
that?
to maintaining social stability? Now, who knows who's been fanning the flames?
It's a bit
There are
crazy.
a dozen rumors going around out there, each one more outlandish than the last.
Oh, I've heard those. Conspiracy theories about how the IPC had orchestrated everything and... what was it again? That the chaos was only quelled because of an accident?
I need to turn this up for myself. It's so
Makes no
low.
sense. So what's the lowdown?
Oh, the truth has probably been long buried under all the hearsay. All I can say for sure is that someone's taken the rap for it.
Is that a rapper reference?
You mean the former Oak family head?
Bingo.
Oh,
Most of the blame was pinned on him when the Charmony Festival was abruptly cancelled.
there's our
Since then,
man.
not a single soul's seen him. Heck, forget his whereabouts.
Who was
Nobody
he
even
walking
knows if
with?
he's still alive. Talk about scary. For all we know, we might have watched something go down in history, like what happened to the Black Plum family back then.
I've heard another theory about that family
They're
head.
really just gossiping.
I beg your pardon, sirs. Dreamweavers are carrying out inspections on the routes around here, and all affected facilities have been closed off. Kindly take a detour in the meantime.
Do they not realize that's Sunday?
What happened? Is this because of the Stellaron? Jeez. Are we Penaconians never gonna dream in peace again?
There is no cause for alarm, sir. The Stellaron has already been sealed. This is just a routine inspection. A move to heighten security, if you will. Please rest assured that the
Did I
family
not
will
see
do
it? I'm
everything in our
confused.
power to protect the sweet dreams of every guest.
I see. We'll leave the two of you to your work then.
Weary passerby? Babes, he has wings coming out of his head.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh?
Have we met before?
Oh,
Wait, why is he having the glitch effect?
do you recall when or where we might have met?
Sunday, what are we doing, babes?
My bad. I must be mistaken. Sorry about that. Sweet dreams to both of you, sirs.
He's just doing that? Like, so what, he wants to be forgotten by everyone? Is he up to something suspicious? What's going on?
You sure have a knack for stirring up trouble. Of all the routes available, you had to take the one that Bloodhound's keeping watch over.
No, for real, the power of gaslighting.
We shouldn't run into any problems with you around. Even if they
He's
see
a
through the
criminal?
Harmony's power of disguise.
Oh, I
there'll
guess
be
he
a way for us to
is.
escape.
That is true, because Jade locked him up.
Spare a
Oh,
thought for me,
true.
will you? Just being in your company is plenty enough to get me
Okay,
in
now,
trouble.
see, I now remember what
Mr. Crime
happened.
Fugitive of Penacony.
And that is exactly why I need you with
Did
me.
you like Sunday's OG design
You're
or the
the
new
only
one?
one I
The
can
new
rely
one.
on
The
in
OG design was so
Penacony now.
basic.
The
like
only
the new
one
one
you can
more.
rely on. Huh. What about her?
Oh,
At least she was spared from the consequences of my actions.
What a shame, huh?
Why do you say that?
Just thought that being mean might be more effective than consoling you.
oh.
I've seen plenty like you. Eager for everyone to take you to task after a setback because that's the only way you'll feel better. As though the more they condemn you, the more likely you can rectify your mistake.
Okay, no need to read
That
him.
said, if I'd really wanted to hit you where it hurts, I'd use a different approach. Like a show of sympathy, for example.
Okay, why are the Pepeshis so
You're
scary?
right. I won't deny that.
She should still be in Penacony. Aren't you going to look for her?
That won't be necessary. I'm sure you already know why, considering your vested interest in reading my thoughts. I can't bring myself to see her when I'm a fugitive.
All right, then let's keep going. Helping a fugitive return to...
The way I cut them off. Can I not teleport?
their home.
I literally got to use my legs.
So exciting.
For what purpose? Immersion? That's crazy. Not the siblings fighting. Well, not really fighting. He's just avoiding
I
her.
see two bloodhounds. They appear to be on official business.
I did pull Sunday.
unlike the pair from earlier. What's happening at Ideen Park?
Hey! Hey! In case you didn't notice, I can't see anything.
My apologies. I forgot that you're not very tall.
For a second, I was like, is he like blind? And then I realized he's short as fuck.
Why do I have to make this trip with you again?
We've been through this. You're the only one I can turn to now. Besides, we once lived a cat and dog existence. Embroiling you in my affairs won't weigh on my conscience.
You certainly don't have much.
Who
of one
is
if you
one
can bring
week? Like, who
yourself
is
to
this
see
random
something like
Pepeshi? I
that.
feel like I do not remember them.
Yet you will repay this favor all the same. After all, you're only alive today because of me. You owe me that much.
Holy moly!
You'll
Can you
see.
get any more conceited?
When you were abandoned in the wild.
Just
and
read.
here you
Oh,
are,
I didn't
showed
realize
you
it was
way
a
to survive
reveal. I
and
didn't
helped you escape
realize.
the jaws of death.
I
You
just
were at
thought it
your
was a
wits'
random
end
that I
and felt lost
forgot.
about your future. I did everything within my power to help you safeguard your position in the
1
family.
week is crazy.
Okay,
What's his name?
Okay,
Yeah,
I
one-
get it
one
already.
week.
You have a way with words. I'll give you that. Still,
Or is it 1
it's
week?
one thing to repay a favor, quite another to knowingly put myself in harm's way. I don't understand. Why are you hell bent on going back to Penacony? Is this an IPC
1
mission?
week? 1 week? Oh,
Did
1
they
week.
make you a deal? You can have your freedom
Why
back,
is his
but in
name
return,
1
you must
week? What a
turn
weird
against
ass
all
name.
whom you once
1
called
week?
family or something like
1
that.
week? 1 week.
Regrettably, Lady
Does that mean
Barnagade
something?
didn't drop so much as a
It's a
hint
code?
about it.
Go now. You are free, O Chosen One, who dare to exceed his bounds. Sever your wings, descend to the mortal realm, and walk their lands. See what this world is truly like.
Wait, but this is literally like Lamine.
I will not accept your charity.
Like they had to sever their wings and walk
As
the life
I
of
mentioned
mortals.
earlier, it's a trade, and you don't have to give me an answer right now. Rewards are not reaped in a day, and if there's one thing I'm best at, it's waiting. The sweet dream still continues, and the night is still long. You have plenty of time to contemplate your answer.
Oh my god, wait, is Jade the snake? Like with the Genesis Pearl and Genshin?
She only left me with a most intriguing message before setting me free. As for whether I can afford the
Girl,
price
no.
of my freedom, I'll only know when I find out what it is.
But nothing good ever comes out of being in the IPC's debt.
I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, there's still some time before that payment is due. So why not exercise the right to freedom that I've just regained?
You ship Welted Sunday? Oh my god, they
By
interact.
walking straight into a trap?
Or by making amends for past deeds. When it's time to go, this will be farewell for good. So, before I leave Penacony, I'd like to take some time to look back on all the events that have taken place.
He would be the type to right his
Can't you just
wrongs like
look back
this.
on it from a distance?
There's something else I want to do too.
Please be
The
me.
embryo of philosophy may have fallen, but
Huh?
the order in Penacony wasn't built in a day. This sweet dream is likely to still contain residual traces of the Oak family's influence.
Get off your high horse. The
Oh.
other 4 families are more than capable of working things out on their own.
I might have gone astray, but others shouldn't have to clean up after my mistakes.
I love their interaction even more than Welton Akron.
And you should
Wow.
also know that the IPC isn't gonna help you a second time. If you fall into the family's hands again, you're done for.
You know how it is. Old habits die hard. The tie should be on the center line. The shirt must not protrude from the vest. Trouser creases should be perfectly straight, and always
Unlike
aligned
him.
with the tips of your shoes. We should always ensure that everything is in order before walking out the door.
He's still
The
on
same
this?
applies when bidding my home farewell, too.
But what has Ideen Park got to do with you? Don't tell
No
me
worries,
that
Bear.
the Founder's one of your disguises.
I'm not that old.
Sorry, but park facilities are out of order. Refurbishment works are currently underway. Please come back again later.
That sounds familiar.
I'm aware of the situation. You can skip the report.
What? What are you talking about? I mean...
Wait, can this little Pepeshi do the same
Mr.
thing
One
too?
Week. Please excuse me. I should have recognized you earlier. I
Huh?
must be more tired than I realized.
Who is this
I want to know
man?
what's going on in there. You'll tell me, won't you?
There's nothing much to say, actually. We bloodhounds are just as baffled as you are. My guess is that it's simply part of the aftermath of the Stellaron incident.
Aftermath.
You are?
Renowned workaholic, Mr. Workday.
No,
He works for me.
Mr.
You
Workday?
don't know him?
Oh, I see. Pardon my ignorance, sir.
Wait, if he is Workday and his actual name is Sunday, and then the other
Coming back
bitch
to
is
the topic of
what?
the park.
What was his name again?
Let's just say that it
Something
has been
weak?
recently observed
One
that
week?
certain behaviors are not tolerated around
So is
here.
it like something weak? Who was weak in the part of their last name? 1 week. 1 week. Sun week. Dun week. Fun week. Bun week. I don't know who has a name with week in their name. Tweak? Okay, no, not Tweaked.
What happens if you violate the prohibitions?
It's baffling, but corrective measures will be taken. It's
Oh?
kind of difficult to explain. Maybe you'd like to see for yourself?
Yeah, that works. Can you keep watch over the entrance? We'll go in and have a look for ourselves.
Please take these notes with you. They may come in handy.
You shouldn't have said that just now. It'll only make us look suspicious.
Said what?
Mr. Workday?
I was just telling the truth. I've always found this name to be more suitable for you. So, why are we here? You managed this park before?
You could say that. I was still a child back then. To become the bronze Melodia of the Oak family, I'd gone under Mr. Gopherwood's tutelage. We were taking a walk in the park like any other day, when he suddenly hit on the idea to have me manage the park. Within the
How old
domain
was he? Like
demarcated,
10?
my every word would hold the force of law. In hindsight, that was probably the first time
Danny,
that I
put that
enforced
sucker
order.
fish away.
You rose through the ranks soon after. I take it that you must have done a pretty good job.
Quite the contrary. I made a terrible mess of things. Fortunately, the tourists thought of it as nothing more than a spell of merrymaking.
Was that his way of training you?
Perhaps he was just using an approach with lighter consequences to show me what he'd learned in life. That there is never an ideal paradigm when it comes to rules. If the enforcer is incapable of introspection, then even regulations once laid down with the noblest of intentions.
What? You cannot
will
be putting those
eventually
emojis
become
next to it like
defiled.
that. You are gonna get banned.
This place is no exception.
Fish don't even eat
Distorted
eggplant.
after echoes
That
of
thing's
the
gonna
odor
choke. It's a choking hazard.
will only add to the chaos.
Let's see what we have on these notes.
I'll write down what I've noticed for now, and I'll go over things when I meet along the way. No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Only cast and crew members are allowed on the stage. Be kind to birds. Do not discard trash in trash cans. What the fuck is this about? Conduct that have not been mentioned are necessarily safe. Investigatory rules. Please do not use soul glove.
No consumption of food except for burgers.
What is going
What?
on?
Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited. Now let's not worry about how the Bloodhounds figured this one out.
Huh?
The worst that can happen for this one is that they'll flip you back on your feet. Say, why don't you test it out this time? I'd love to see you do.
No, thank you.
Is it saying like I can't walk on the flower beds? Is that the rule?
Handstand walks around flower beds are prohibited. Now let's not worry about how the Bloodhounds figured this one out.
What the fuck is going on? Oh, like, I'm
The worst
so
that can happen for
confused.
This one is that they'll flip you back on your feet.
Okay.
No consumption of food other than burgers, especially ice cream. Please tell me you didn't make this rule.
I have nothing against desserts. The only reason I made that rule is so that people can learn to wait in line in an orderly manner for things, instead of shoving and jostling people around.
These are some weird rules to maintain order.
What happens if I break the rule?
It's as the Bloodhound said. Corrective measures will be enforced.
Try me.
Wait, don't...
And then give an eye the ice cream vanished into Wanweek's stomach. Ooh, girl, that would make me poop.
So, where are those corrective
Oh, he was
measures?
so okay. Wait, so he's a kid when he made them.
That's odd.
Didn't I tell ya? The family can take care of the issue without you having to get involved.
This is so interesting. So wait, is this kind of like I like corrective therapy in a way, or like facing his fear of like things like not being in order? Is this why everyone was saying earlier like it's like OCD related? I don't know if this is how they treat OCD, but
Next on the list is the stage. Let's go and check it out.
this is such an interesting way of explaining a concept. Sometimes Star Wars like really
Only cast and
really good
crew
with doing
members are allowed
stuff
on
like
the
that, with
stage.
dealing with stuff like this without really saying it what it is
Surprisingly
relating to.
reasonable rule.
And an easy one to test. Neither of us is part of the cast or a crew member. Let's try it out.
This is so funny that this is a quest though. Like it's so interesting.
Let's try that again.
What happened? It just zooped them back?
What's going on?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right path. Looks like this is an example of the corrective measures that the Bloodhound mentioned. That's exactly what I would have done back then.
Paneconey always being hella weird.
You've been iron-fisted since you were little, haven't you? Wait a sec. If this is how violations are corrected, then everything that I ate just now?
Is he gonna
I
vomit?
tried to warn you.
Interesting. Okay. So like the actual corrective
How do you
measures are like
feel?
real, like he put
Now?
into like law.
I'm feeling murderous.
Oh.
In any case, say what you will, but I can't sit by and
Okay.
do nothing. Not when I'm the cause of all this trouble and I deem
That's a little
part.
extreme.
There's no need to involve the Dreamweavers. I'll fix these distortions once and for all.
This is a little extreme for OCD, but yes, in a sense, exposure therapy helped me with not wanting to touch doorknobs. I know it's a little weird. I mean, it's not weird. It's just different than everyone else's regular, but it's like, it's interesting to like dive into a character from a first person perspective with this, because it makes you realize like the more inner workings behind it instead of it being surface level from the outside perspective. Actually,
What's the
I like it. In the sense that like it makes me more understanding of it.
Nothing complicated. All distortions have their roots. We'll be able to trace them to the source once they manifest.
This is
Breaking
interesting.
a few rules
This feels like
will
lore
do.
related.
We just need to make sure that the corrective measures that will be implemented aren't too much for us to handle. When a distorted after echo manifests to correct us, I'll be able to pinpoint its whereabouts. Then, I'll use the power of tuning to heal the dreamscape.
My
So,
lore brain is going
Can I
crazy.
take it that
Okay,
rules
wait.
are
Think
meant
about this.
to
Think
be
about this. Think about
broken
this.
now?
Think about this. Think about this. Genshin. I know. Oh, we're sick of it. Remember how we walked on the stage and it warped us back?
Guide those who have lost their way back onto the right
Think
path.
about it like
Looks like
leaving
this is an example of the
bounds
corrective
of
measures that
Genshin
the Bloodhound mentioned.
and Paimon
That's
turning you
exactly
back
what I would have done
around.
back then.
Where like when you're trying to leave like the area, the playable area, and Paimon's like, let's not go there any farther. Now think about Sunday and what he represents and his close attachment to imaginary and order. And now think about the heavenly principles and the rules. And think about what happens when you break the rules. You get like punished in different ways. Like, for instance, who was it? Calais had like Elazar, like tampering with forbidden knowledge. Like, there's so many different versions of it. I wonder if this is like a slight echo to that. And you gotta remember, Fanes and Zhongli are very possibly connected, and Zhongli, instead of holding a circle, holds a square. Like a cube, similar to the idea of reason.
Do not discard trash in trash cans. This is absurd. Did you make this rule too?
Children tend to be fascinated by such paradoxes. I was no exception.
Forget it. I don't even know how to joke about this. Well, what do you suggest we throw in?
Well, we're gonna throw them in. We'll throw in the trash.
Something's happening.
It's not trash anymore!
What is this? A woodcutter's trash can?
We're not breaking enough rules. We should look elsewhere, too.
Wait, that's worth it. Throw more in. It's Blade? Oh, that's crazy. What was the other rule?
Please do not use Soul Glad bottle caps sold by the Dream Jolt troupe while experiencing the attractions. The Dream Jolt troupe,
Is
where?
this like a fake
Are
currency?
they hiding or something?
Oh. Oh, the way I immediately was beefing.
Oh, there it is. Found a good hiding spot, didn't ya? Come on.
Just one moment.
Let me translate that for you.
You're trying to pay with your spare change. Okay, damn, not them being money hungry.
I'm afraid you're going to have to handle this if it isn't a...
Handle this? Wait, is that really?
May I remind you that I am currently on the run?
Oh, he's broke like Zhongli too. No one ever has any money.
Luck's on our side. Looks like we scraped together just enough.
Damn, we only got one.
Shall we give this capsule machine a try and see what happens?
Okay, so this is like what? Like pulling, like this is kind of like gacha? So what's gonna happen if we break the rules with gacha? Do we get banned? Does our account get banned? Okay.
Nothing's off so far. Maybe we should open the capsule?
You shouldn't have done that. Since warnings have proven futile, punishment is inevitable.
They can't be seriously going that far, right? Oh, no. Hey, look out!
I like that confidence.
Okay, so like, is that the equivalent of like a descender? Like in the sense of like, was that supposed to be kind of similar to like if you think of it like gacha, like what's gacha in Genshin, like wishing, like pulling, and what would be like breaking the rules? Maybe like the arrival of like Aether and Lumine, because they're like similar to like shooting stars.
Friends?
Is your HMC E6? I think. No, I think it's E4.
Let's improvise.
That's all you got? It ain't over.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Some value
By the way, you can use a free built Sunday here if you wanted to. Oh, it's okay. I go Sunday at home.
Like until everything burns to ashes! Fire sets the seas ablaze! Enjoying yourself? Fight to live!
Of course, there's another wave.
All will be swept away by the wind.
Ooh, I don't got skill point.
Take your positions. The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Nice, like my friends.
Here.
Indulge yourselves!
I should just auto this. Make my life easier.
This is more than sets the seas ablaze!
Bro, how are they still alive?
Dreams do come true.
Oh, because they don't have fire weakness.
Let the show begin.
All will be swept away by the wind.
I swear Ronmei just had her all. Flop fly? Shut up, hold Rappa. Yeah, Jin Young Sunday, that is true.
Oh, did they have to do that? They could have just recalled the capsule.
Perhaps making the attractions no longer just attractions is another corrective measure?
Aren't the rules being too finicky with words?
Enough.
This is so
The
interesting.
location of the distortion is nearby.
Especially since, like, we have allegations that he's connected to Aether and Lumine to some degree. The after echoes of order, once distorted, only add to the chaos. As a tuner, Sunday can easily discern where the harmony of the dreamscape has been disrupted. Okay. Good night, Bix. Oh, wait, I need to hit R.
Oh, there it is. Huh. It does look somewhat like you.
Time
What?
for it
It's
to
like a ball of
disappear for good.
light.
Reveal thyself unto me, as is customary. All creatures endowed with eyes bear souls of equal worth.
Huh? Eyes.
Whoa, it worked. The IPC totally should have sent someone to keep an eye on you. Aren't they worried that you might make a
Yeah,
comeback in Penacony
it
and grow
reminded me of like a
new pair
mini
of
Stellaron.
So long as there remains a need for me to keep a low profile, I'm no threat to them.
That's true. Come to think of it, you had always been in the spotlight, be it as a respected member of the elite or a leader. When was the last time you fell into the mud? All the way back during your childhood days?
Sometime before I turned 6. Like most boys would, I tried to fly with my ear feathers, only to fall into a pit. I almost broke my halo.
That's so
That
funny.
was sarcasm, in case
I
you
need a
didn't
video
realize.
of that. I need footage.
Whoa, you actually remember something like that?
You never forget
Like,
times
that's
of failure.
insane. His ear flaps.
It's only human nature.
Man thought he was Dumbo.
Ugh, you're probably the only one who'd consider something like that a failure.
There are memes about it. Oh my god, I need to see them. That's so funny. Do you think he was running around like a chicken? Yeah, he's Chicken Little. Sky is falling and everything. The sky is falling and it's the fake sky. T. Maybe he is Chicken Little.
What is it this time?
Just looking back.
But nothing's there.
That's the whole point of revisiting a place. When I look at everything here, the memories are so fresh. It's as if it all only happened yesterday. When the younger me tasted failure here.
Is Faye Shaw worth pulling? I pulled her
ragged to
and
fix
she's
the
really
mess.
strong.
I thought
Especially
myself no longer
if
the
you have
same
March
person
and
as before.
Adventurine and Robin.
But-
So like her premium team.
It looks like I was just going round in circles.
I think if you don't have Robin or Adventurine though, I don't know if it's fully worth. Like I would at least have to have one.
I'm glad for this chance to look back on my past in this way. Come now.
I
We
have
should
them
go.
all. We all pulled.
This will be a long farewell.
If you have them all, she's really good. She's really good for Apocalyptic Shadow. My gosh, she like beats out stuff like nobody's business. Tune the Dreamscape. It's weird because like Penacony gives me such like Genshin vibes, but so does Amphoras. Like both of them do. Like with the
So,
Dream World, but then
where are we
Amphoras with
heading next?
lore.
OT Mall.
Oh, I miss
There are
pulling Linksha.
bloodhounds
Like I
stationed
should
along
have.
the way,
Linksha's
though.
so strong.
It might be better
Kinda
to
regret.
take a quieter route.
I don't mean
Oh!
to meddle, but I'd advise you to stay away from that place.
Did something happen?
There isn't any concrete information yet, but anomalies have been reported around the area. The family is currently investigating.
What does he know? He's onto something. Welt
You
knows something.
Okay?
Oh? Oh, he appears
Fine.
differently to Welt. The way he's like a little itty bitty girly with a waist.
The Stellaron incident may have been quelled, but who is to say that nobody has another agenda? Thanks for the tip, sir. We'll make a
Robin
detour.
uses the same
May you
disguise.
stay safe too.
Hold on.
So that's how everyone's been seeing him. Oh? Welt's like, nice try, bitch. I'm a Hersher.
Sweet dreams are technically safe, but it would be wise to look out for oncoming vehicles.
I can't tell if Welt knows or not. Did Welt clock him? How strong is Welt? They really like to hide how strong Welt is.
Thank you.
He really said, don't get hit by a car now.
Whew, that was no ordinary passerby. It's a miracle that he didn't see through your disguise.
The Astral Express should have departed a long time ago. Why is he still in Penacony? We needn't change our plans because of him.
Oh?
Be sure to keep your guard up.
What's that noise?
I hope nothing terrible has fallen upon Penacony while I was in captivity the last few days.
Let's hope not. This place has gone
Come
through
now.
enough.
It's time we set off. Let's not stick too close to each other, just in case.
This is really
few
just
feet
a
or so
journey
between us will
down
do.
memory lane. Don't get hit by a car, and instead it's Welt
Seems
pushing
I let
him.
my wishful thinking get the best of me. Will you at least give me a chance to explain?
Oh?
I will.
Oh?
But before I do, put your hands behind your back and answer my questions in short sentences.
I'm so happy we did this. I am so happy we did this. We have like really like beyond obviously his kit in game, we haven't really seen him do like much outside of it. But Let me just put my hair up in a ponytail. Oh, you know what, chat? I think we're all gonna become that redfish. Me, Davey, all of us. Hold on, let me get my body. 'Cause I'm thirsty. You know what? We're probably all that redfish because second on Welt's divine key and divine cock has obviously turned us into the black hole ourselves. Like, it has that red aura, you know? So now we, like, sucked up all of that reason and it turned us all red. It makes sense. That's the lore. That's the lore behind the suckfish on Twitch. I'm insane.
Short sentences?
I need to make sure your words aren't concealing any dangerous incantations.
Interesting.
I can't believe I've left everyone with such a peculiar impression of me. Please, believe me when I say that I didn't come back here with ill intent. Penacony will never experience the Order again, either.
He said Penacony won't. He didn't say any more else.
I'm afraid I won't be taking your words at face value. Not after how you wielded the power of harmony. Answer me. What are you doing here?
Oh my god, can they just fuck?
It looks like there's only one way to gain your trust.
Oh my god, they're gonna do it! They're gonna oh my god. It's gonna be like a Love and Deep Space sex scene right now.
Come on out, 1 week. We found ourselves an ally.
Huh? Come on, who? What?
So, it was the IPC that freed you.
What is this, like a pet? I'm confused.
My sister has likely made an agreement of some sort with them. As for how I'm able to move around freely in Penacony, I have 1 week to thank for that. As you can see, I've only returned to my home to bid it farewell. Would you be kind enough to give me a chance to say goodbye, so that I may leave without regrets?
You'll know soon. Pet, I'm dying. It's his Pokemon. Like, he said, come on out. Like, literally, like, is it like a Pokeball situation? Like, what do you mean?
But until you leave Penacony for good, you're to stay by my side.
Oh.
You have my gratitude.
I left my home in a hurry, too. I know how it feels.
Shut up. Shut up. He's addressing HI3? Shut up. I'm so sad, specifically on his lap, but I'm so sad.
That said, I can't make this call by myself. My companions need to know about this too.
The Astral Express crew is in Penacony too?
Come with me. We'll go find them. You come along too.
Okay. Boy, this is gonna be a party.
Oh my god, who is this Papashi? Okay, wait, where are we going now? He really gave us one line. One line, he couldn't even delve in deeper.
We're here. They should be somewhere nearby.
Mr. Yang, if you don't mind, there's something that puzzles me. Now that the crisis on the planet of festivities has been averted, shouldn't the Astral Express have departed to continue on its trailblazing journey?
Why do you care?
Why have you and your companions stayed behind in Penacony? Could it be that someone stirred up trouble after I left?
And if that were indeed the case?
I doubt I'm in any position to be proposing ideas, but I'm happy to defer to the Nameless and aid with any plans you may have.
There's no need to worry. All is well in Penacony. Our reason for lingering here is a certain unusual passenger.
A passenger?
Is he talking about Black Swan? Or someone else?
The Express has been commissioned to send a passenger back home. We're just resting up in Penacony for a while before we depart.
Who are they talking about? Has been commissioned to send a passenger back home?
By passenger, do you mean this lady here?
Oh!
Or
I was gagged. I didn't know. I forgot, honestly.
These ladies...
Wait, what? What? We're all 10 young. What's happening?
This... how?
You're finally here, Mr. Yang. We have a huge problem.
Yeah, no shit, girl. What the hell did March and them do?
Isn't it fascinating how variables never fail to find their
everyone's
way
here.
into the lives of organic
Everybody's
life forms?
involved. Oh shit, this isn't voice. Neither did I expect to see you and Panaconi, Mr. Screwlim. I have assumed the Genius Society wasn't invited to the festivities.
I have no interest in the Harmony's celebration, so it's only natural for me to turn down the invitation.
He has a similar coloration to
But it looks like
Firefly,
my decision
by the way.
also cost me the front row seat to all of your exciting adventures. Conclusion: there is likewise a downside to pursuing reason.
What what are they waiting for with him? I'm sure if all you geniuses showed up to the Charmony Festival, things would have been very different.
I hear that the Astral Express has established a collaboration with the Garden of Recollection for your next destination.
They did suggest a destination, but that was all. Did you hear this from Madame Herta? It's a world beyond the knowledge of the nameless. After all, I wrote to her hoping that the all-encompassing erudition could provide us with information. Period, queen.
Could there be more to it?
Yeah, there's something else. Miss Black Swan said that enforces a world influenced by 3 paths, and the erudition is such path. Oh.
Logic. The average Pathstrider wouldn't leave any trace behind in the Garden of Recollection's mirror.
The average Pathstrider. What's a Pathstrider? Also, wait, chat. 3 paths collide. Genshin, 3 worlds, 3 moons. 3 the frickin' Intivat, or not Intivat, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean. Someone who follows a path, the average Pathstrider wouldn't leave a trace behind. So they're saying it must be someone powerful? You're right, so this has to be related to the Emanators, or perhaps even the Aeons. Oh. So wait, is this gonna be a situation where there are 3 Emanators, like, involved in this new story then? Because, like, they said 3 paths, and they're saying the only way for that to happen would be obviously, like, 3 very powerful people.
It's a pity we do not communicate much within the society. Not to mention we've lost most of our members to the Lord of Silence.
Oh.
I have never heard of Amphorius, however.
Yeah, I'm assuming one is Herta. Man, we're just at the same, but it did pique her interest, and she agreed to do a little digging. My guess is that there's a chance the Garden of Recollection is behind it. She's always had a keen interest in remembrance technology. So, like, one of them's Herta, probably for erudition, and then another one's obviously remembrance, right? I'm assuming that's counted. So there must be an emanator of remembrance. I don't know who. It also thanks to her that we got Miss Ron May's acquaintance a while back. We even went into Kalinga Abyss to bring a Leviathan's carcass back to our new friend. What the fuck? March? Wait, that would totally check out. Dark March being one of them. Diamond? No, Diamond is an emanator of preservation, right? I'm assuming so. This is far too much of an understatement, but none of us ever expected to see an old friend at Miss Ron May's.
That Foxian girl has indeed been through an unimaginable turn of events. I suppose that's the fate you organic life forms are bound by.
T, so Skrullim is not bound by fate? Or is he just saying, like, because he's a robot, I can't really, like, die, I guess? A bound that runs truly deep? That truly runs deep? Yo, Himiko is so dead. This is another death flag. Like, she's agreeing. meaning that she doesn't even fucking believe she can change her own fate.
So is it out of goodwill that the Astral Express volunteered to send her back home?
With the Nameless see a point in keeping work and favors apart, it's her request. She hopes to make a brief stop somewhere to reframe her mindset before returning to the Xianzhou, considering her unique position
Looks
within
like
the Alliance.
this is one exceptional passenger. Don't you have to accompany her then, Miss Himiko?
My companions are with her. They know Miss Young better anyways. Plus, those youngsters will definitely do a better job when it comes to vacations. Probably having a wonderful time.
So, is anyone gonna tell me what's going on?
Welda's literally dad as fuck. It's so funny.
March?
Oh! March?
Oh.
You're always a problem.
About that. Why don't you ask him instead? He knows how to present things logically.
You went straight for March because he knows that March is the fucking shit disturber. That is so funny. He's like, you would do this dumb shit. You would do something like this. Apparently, there are many Youngs here with us. The devious.
You don't have to tell him that. He can see for himself. Forget it. I'll tell you. We walked around with Miss Tingyun for a while after separating from the rest. But then we ran into something weird.
Did something happen in the dreamscape?
Actually, it's more like it was someone's fault. We met a Pepeshi filming a Try Not to Laugh challenge, and he gave us some of his candy.
Why did you
type
take...
of candy that's supposed to make you fall over laughing.
Why are they taking candy from strangers? Like, girl. They're literally children.
So that sort of try not to laugh challenge.
Like, girl, you guys just got fucking, like, drugged again.
I didn't really want to do it, but he insisted on us giving it a shot. That's how we got into this problem.
What happened?
That's why the Remembrance does not want to return the memories. Yo, they don't want to return the memories to March because March is honestly such a royal fuck up that they're like, it's better truly for everyone's sake. She cannot have this level of power.
Oh, come on, stop interrupting. So, we had some candy, and we're so happy we rolled around on the ground for a bit before standing up.
They got high.
Once we did, we realized Miss Tingyun ate the candy too. But she only sneezed nonstop. Achoo! Achoo! Sneeze after sneeze. And before we knew it, she multiplied into several Tingyuns right in front of us.
They're so fucking unserious.
What's your take on this?
The dreamscape is a Memoria world. It is likely the candy triggered her hypersensitive mind, causing scattered memory fragments to dissociate and become entities themselves. There is no cause for concern. We've experienced similar incidents.
I can't with
from
this.
time to time in the sweet
No,
dream.
this is literally why Don Hung's like, I'm staying on the train.
Mr.
Like, I'm not
Yang?
dealing with it.
Who is this?
It's okay. You can reveal yourself now.
Oh my god, I want March to be gagged. I want March to be gagged.
I was only being careful. Or we would have been stopped by the Bloodhounds more than once on our way here. Help me remove my disguise. 1 week.
Who is this Papachi? Who are you? Oh my god, it's Venti. Why'd she give him that look?
Been a while, everyone.
Why'd she give him that look of disgust? Did y'all catch that?
You! What's going on?
Why are we jump scaring? That's so rude.
Everyone, stay calm. I'll explain.
That's crazy. They're crazy. They're like, ah!
I believe that at this point, Sunday has no reason to be dishonest. But to prevent any unforeseen complications, I'll be accompanying him everywhere he goes until he leaves.
Such a dad.
Mr. 1 Week here is an old acquaintance of Sunday's.
Pleased to meet you, fair lady. And you,
Fair
of
lady.
course, you're the heavyweight who pummeled this control freak.
Oh! Now it was a team effort. Period! No. We all got our kicks in. That's crazy. It was a team effort. You're like, yo, even the Asshole Express clocked his ass the whole fucking train.
The surprises just keep pouring in. First there was
He's
the
literally the Neon
Macaron,
Ching.
and then Miss Ting Yoon. Why does it seem like Mr. Yang always comes back with some extraordinary guests?
Ooh, is that foreshadowing? I really hope this is foreshadowing to some future with Einstein and Tesla.
Let's leave
And
this
Emforus.
discussion for later. For now, we should be focusing on returning Miss Ting Yoon to her normal self.
That's not gonna be easy. You'll see what I mean, Mr. Yang. These Ting Yoons aren't
No, the quest is
exactly
actually
easy to
good. It started off a
communicate
bit
with.
slow, I won't lie. Because it's a little confusing with the Sunday stuff. But like once you get to this part, it's actually good. They were really good with writing the main cast, I will say. Like they have a really good grasp on who they are as characters and their dynamics. And they do change it up sometimes, but it's really well done. That's a lot of Tin Youngs. Find a Tin Young that is easy to communicate with. Let's go to the ones. Oh my god, there's so many.
This March 7th, have you taken the time to consider my
There's like
suggestion?
25.
Your suggestion? Oh, wait. Which Miss Ting Yoon are you again?
Oh my god, tempo. I can't. As you should.
It's me! I'm the one who wants every Ting Yoon to come together to form the Ting Yoon Merchant Guild. How often do you get the chance to work with yourself? Just imagine how in sync we'll be with one another.
Well,
we're
never
bound
mind.
to
I'm not gonna go
thrive
there.
and prosper. I know we can't leave the dreamscape to trade with the outside world, so that's where you come in, Miss March 7th. Your wits surpass many others, making you the perfect person.
There's
to
like an
handle
echo. I don't know if it's on
liaison
purpose.
negotiations On our behalf.
I guess I can consider it.
Wait, is it true? Did they change the voice
for your
actor of
guild.
Tin Young?
There. Now do you see what I mean, Mr. Yang?
Okay, I thought it was going crazy. I was like, why does it sound different? I don't know if I like it more or less. I can't tell.
There does appear to be an element of her talking to herself.
I want clone copies of myself too.
Forget about it. How are you gonna clone your bat?
Mr. Yang mentioned the Express's
What?
next
That's such
voyage
a
is to
random
send a
line. Like,
passenger
why
back
the
home.
bat specifically?
Could this lady be from the Xianzhou Alliance?
Yes, more specifically, the Xianzhou Luofu.
The Luofu?
Also,
Didn't
is it
the
loud enough,
antimatter
chat, for
agent launch
y'all?
an ambush on the Luofu some time ago? Was she...
Quite the contrary. She might have been the person
Yes?
closest to
Okay,
the eye
cool.
of the storm.
Looks like there's a lot more to this story.
Story for another time. As host of the
I feel like
Dreamscape,
they would
do you have
smash.
any suggestions for fixing this problem?
Is that like a common ship? Is Sunday Welt a common ship? Also, wait, what would their ship name be? It's his son? Wait, what? Wait, huh? I thought more father, son, be for real, a preacher and a sinner. It is? It's not? Not the way he cares for his children kind of way? Okay, I thought you meant canonically. I was like, no, this should no. I was like, I don't need another situation. I was so worried. I was also like, what lord did I miss? And who is the mom? Oh, that is true. Yeah, isn't the common ship with the Welt is Void Archives, right? I don't ship anyone on the Express. It gives me weird vibes. Oh no, me and Don Hung every day.
I don't have much to go on now. Perhaps we should talk to the other Miss Ting Yoons here.
You know what's crazy is that we actually haven't found out about the Welt and Void Archives fight, like what they actually had a disagreement over. Do I talk to the sleepwalking one, or do I find a different one? Or is that the only one? Kitty? What?
Huh? You can't fly? Why? I can. I can fly. A long, long time ago, a big girl flew with me really high into the sky. I'll take you next time. Pinky promise? Should we get someone to watch over her?
Nah, I think she's perfectly fine on her own. The childlike innocence
You gotta
that
talk to all of
adults have is
them?
a lot more resilient than you can imagine.
Even if that's true, it doesn't apply to her.
There's Void Archives lore? You're lying.
I'm walking in the street and...
Help!
What a weird dream. This Miss Ting-Yun looks like she's sleepwalking. Nope, not her.
Okay, Lokisha, I feel like I'm getting sick. Like, I was like, I woke up this morning with like a dry throat, but I thought it was just like because the house is dry because of the AC or whatever. But I'm sitting here right now and I'm like, why do I feel off? And I feel like everywhere on the internet, everyone's been getting sick. And I'm like, what is going on? Also, MX, thank you for the 29 months. Hello, everyone. How's everyone doing? We're doing good. Aside from the fact that the general might like it. Wait, what are they talking about? Picking this on the Xianzhou won't net any sales? Oh, I thought they were talking about something else. I was like, what would the general like exactly? It's the season of sickness. I know. Oh, there's a group of them.
Nice. People never forget a personally prepared home-cooked meal.
But then again,
Gifts should be lasting. What about a delightful new bouquet of flowers on the table each day? Wouldn't they do a better job at brightening up someone's day?
That sounds like a good idea.
Silver tongue? What does that even mean?
If we really want to do this right, though, it's the thought behind the gift that truly matters. The more thought goes into the gift, the better the recipient feels it.
She makes a valid point, too.
You sure have a way of not offending anyone.
These three Ting-Yuns don't look like they'll be reaching a conclusion anytime soon.
Someone who's persuasive? Oh.
So, what do you think, Sonny?
I still don't know who 1 week is. Like, who is this thing? Why are they important?
Let's try a different name, my dear friend.
Oh, don't we sound chummier that way? I took a leaf out of this Foxian girl's book.
The problem with Miss Ting-Yun is just as I suspected before. That prank shattered her into notes that are each a part of her.
Oh, like they split her like personalities and interests and stuff like that?
It means the Ting-Yuns we see here are all different aspects of her psyche.
This is interesting. Okay, Dottore.
Made it sound a whole lot more complicated.
At any rate, this is a known occurrence across the dreamscape. Tuning could be the way to fix it. The only problem is that these Miss Ting-Yuns are too caught up in their own world. Is there one we can properly speak with?
One that we can speak with? Oh, I think there is one. But it may take me a while to identify her.
So if they're all parts of her, don't we just have to fuse them all together somehow? What if we put all of the Ting-Yuns in like a box and then we like squeeze the box really tight? Or would that just get really messy? The Visionary? What is this one?
Oh, you're here again. So, what's your decision?
It's like you wrote the story. What the hell? Wait, what do you mean? Yeah, you need to use the DNA splicer from Pokemon Black and White. Vedfulnir? The Visionary? I was like, Vedfulnir, and then I took it what you meant. My god, get this one in a box! Who's Vedfulnir? Isn't this Dane's brother? Yeah, right?
I'm still deliberating. I'm so highly sought after that it's only right I give it careful consideration.
Aha! I knew it! I always have an eye for talented people. No problem. Take your time.
Okay. Geez, how many are there? I think some of them like spring up after you talk to them like later. So you kind of have to do like the rounds. Money Grubber? Money Grubber? What? Invincible fan wielding Tin Young? Is this her like... This has to be like her combat one.
Huh? Ugh, yikes. She's scary. No, I won't be able to talk to her.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Oh?
Oh, were you all looking for me?
Found her. If I remember correctly, this Miss Tingyun's trait is...
It's nothing special, really.
Normal Tin Young? So there's a side that's not normal.
One we can properly speak with requirement?
Worth a try, my lady. If I may, I wish to perform a tuning on you.
Before you start, you should know that we're keeping our eyes on you. If you even think about taking Miss Tingyun hostage.
Oh God, March. Brace yourself for gravitational disintegration, period. Well, we'll kill
It is
you.
not my intention to provoke you. Perhaps, as assurance, we can have my friend here perform the task in my stead. 1 week has a higher mastery of the harmony than I do.
How? Who is 1 week?
That is true.
If you still have concerns, you are also free to restrain me while he performs the tuning.
Okay, I feel like Sunday likes getting tied up because this is like the second or third time.
There's no need for that. You're acting so...
March is like, and you're weird.
sincere.
And you're weird as hell.
Actually surprised.
Are you all right with this, Miss Tingyun?
I go as the wind blows, so...
Then kindly forgive our intrusion. Please do your best, 1 week.
I wonder what Jade put him through. I'm sure we can all fill in the blanks. Oh! What was that? Oh my God, is this Ventilia?
What the? Did any of you hear a voice just now?
A voice?
Oh, I'm scared.
Never mind.
Look, it's working.
Oh, it's a cutscene. Oh my God, are we gonna get like the Tin Young reveal?
Never did I expect that every encounter with you would always be in moments of distress. Did I conduct myself improperly?
I want to pull so bad.
You're finally back.
I want to pull so bad. Like that's how you get someone. That's how you drop a character. Like if you want someone to get pulled, that's how you do it.
You may be small, but you're pretty amazing.
Question my sexuality? No. In the gay man's world, it's more like, you know, like straight men are like, oh God, I want to like, you know, have sex with them, and gay men are like, I want to be them. Like, oh God, I want to be her. So real.
What's wrong?
Like, does she still got some
It's
evil in her?
nothing. Just a trivial matter.
What do you sense?
I should have let you handle it yourself. This girl is not as ordinary as she appears.
Oh?
I nearly died. Just now.
What? What is happening? Darkness descends before the eyes, reminiscent of the chaos before the birth of the universe.
Don't be afraid.
What is happening? Are we? Is this the Herta space station?
Is this place? No matter what you see, you only need to remember one thing.
Is this Ron May's voice? I can't tell.
You're not alone.
Who are you? And Who am I?
So this is how Ronmei found her? T.
Is that where I came from?
This
And
is
Where
interesting.
does this path lead?
Oh my god, wait, can I use her? Who's getting the boot?
Benefactor. Let me lend. That looks so familiar.
MC?
Does she want to lead me?
But he's so cute with the hat. That's so sad.
Always remember.
Somewhere?
Walk with her. Why does she serve so hard?
Not yet time to return.
I need them to put Miko in this game now. They would do her so well. Like, she would absolutely slay her Genshin version.
The life support pod is ready. There were only minor issues.
That's great. Otherwise, that person from the Xianzhou might not be able to hold on much longer.
You're still trying. There's no precedent for saving someone who was destroyed by a Lord Ravager.
What? Oh my god, did Ronmei literally basically invent resurrection? Like, what is happening?
I'm not a genius, so I don't understand the logic behind it. But if she says it's possible, then it must be.
Excuse me.
This is
Could you
crazy.
tell me where I am?
Woman in STEM. I'll give her this win one time. She almost killed everyone the last time.
Can they not hear me?
I guess maybe that's why she was working on the Aeon thing. You know, she brought back an Aeon, so... She's a genius member for a reason.
This girl is...
There should be a reserved subject is her to provide short answers to some simple questions, even though her cognition is still in a chaotic state. From what's been observed so far, she's not incapable of composing long and complex sentences, however, and an unbearably intense pain would immediately attack her with high frequency enough to interrupt her thought or even render her completely or temporarily unconscious. The relevant information should be delivered to Madame Ronmei for her to decide whether the observed subject's sense should be temporarily numbed before conducting a questioning. Correction, we have temporarily blocked the subject's various senses and are trying as much as we can to alleviate their pain. No further questions will be made until the body's repair has had progress. Until then, this is a record of the questions that observed subject has answered. What is your name? Subject replied with Tinyang. What did you encounter? The observed subject spent a substantial period of time in rumination before suffering from intense pain and losing their consciousness after being questioned 4 times. It can be confirmed that the observed subject knows about the related details but struggles to elucidate that knowledge during the limited periods of coherence.
Tingyun. What a familiar name. Do I know her?
Girl, that's you!
Don't question it. Keep moving forward.
It's you again.
Like, how is Ronmei even doing this?
These are...
Well, these are your head demons, girl.
These are wounds left by the destruction. They have taken root within your body and cannot be removed.
The destruction? I don't understand. Please, who are you? And why won't you show yourself?
Also, what's up, fishies?
I can't go to you. All I can do is wait for you to finish walking this path.
You want me to go through here? Do I have to fight it?
She is Ryan daughter.
There's no need for that. It's too dangerous. And you can't do it anyway. Don't fight it. Embrace it. Try to coexist with it. Think of it as feeling your own scars.
That's kind of creepy, but okay.
Scars? Wait! Is this called coexisting?
Damn.
Don't worry. As I said before, you're not alone.
Stand in position. Attack!
Oh my god, it's so cool seeing the like bar on the top.
Nice, like a good brew, my friends.
Like the re-break bar.
Indulge yourselves!
Like until everything burns to ashes!
How much damage am I gonna do?
To live! Firefly Type 4 in position.
Dream vanished.
I will claim victory set in the seas of praise!
That was
No
actually a
holding
decent
back.
amount.
Clouds scattered.
Some value, I suppose. Existence is unity.
I like that they kept her like 3-charge system from her original kit. Like, so it's
How
still
can it
like
be?
similar.
Why are there still
what's up,
so
Lynx?
many of them? The ones from before weren't defeated either.
Firefly does more damage with HMC and Fugue rather than Ron May. See, Kate, that's what I heard too. That's why I kept HMC on my team. Because I heard that as well. That Fugue and HMC perform better together than with, and then instead of Ron May. Because Super Break and Stack? See, okay,
As
so I was
said
right
before,
with
you
that.
can't defeat them. No one can.
Oh, she's kind
You
of
can fall
eating
into
the fit right now.
darkness and die alongside these scars of the destruction.
Or embrace it.
Or bring them with you when you return to the world here. These are your two choices.
So you can't get rid of like the corruption. Interesting. You can't get rid of the corruption, but if you like embrace it, you can come back.
Return to the world? What are you saying?
I have not heard that voice line. Oh my god, that's you!
Oh. No wonder those two ignored me. Am I just a wandering spirit now?
Close, but not quite.
So, I'm trapped between life and death? Existing in a limbo?
You can think of it that way.
Oh my god, I totally get why you guys are saying Ron May is Rhine daughter. Also, their names are like kind of like similarly in a weird way. Because Rhine daughter kind of did this with like Durin. She like found a spirit and like put it inside Durin. Okay, T though, but like Rhine daughter being a variant of Ron May in our version.
Based on what you said, even if I should wake up, these wounds that caused my death will remain on my body and never heal?
Both do start with R. And the line, "You are not alone," is that from somewhere else? I have no clue. I can see her literally being the same, like, I could see her literally being the same Ron May, like, well. I feel like this with Tianyang and the destruction is like Trailblazer and the Stellaron. Like, oh, they can't remove it, but they have to live with it. That's actually really interesting, Glue. I did not think of it like that, but that is also a similarity. Like, it's a scar of the destruction in a way. And you know what's interesting is we think of like the Stellaron like Honkai energy. And I think, isn't that kind of like how it is too in HI3? Like, the people who have Hershers, they can't really like remove it, can they? Like, Young still has, like, Siren or the Herrscher of the Void, you know, within her to some degree, doesn't she? If I remember. I don't know. Ron, May, and Ryan Daughter are also neglectful mothers to their creations. Okay, no, I'm convinced. I'm convinced. And listen, Ron May was trying to, like, revive an Aeon, like, create, like, revive, like, an Emanator. And bring back an Emanator. And I have theories that Ryan Daughter was doing the same with the Descenders. And that's what Albedo is. Like, she was trying to create a new Descender, like a version of it, like her own version. Oh my god, so Albedo is actually, like, the propagation. Like, he's a little, like, fucking bug.
I don't understand. You appear to be trying to save me, Benefactor. But why are you telling me?
She's trying to become an Aeon herself. And that makes sense. The Sinners are kind of playing God. Ryan Daughter kind of plays God in a way, like the creator.
It's a habit of mine. I believe everyone should have the right to choose whether they wish to return to this world or not.
Be that as it may, I don't remember anything. There's nothing to help me make a choice.
That doesn't matter. I believe the desire to live was born from nothing to begin with. You may also prove yourself to be the exception. I would also be pleased with that result.
The exception? What does that mean?
How troublesome. But I suppose that's part of living.
Also, wait, Ryan Daughter tried to create a Descender, Ron May tried to create an Emanator. So if we equal one, like if we say like A equals A, like B equals B, are Descenders just Emanators? And if they are, what are they Emanators of? The Trailblaze? Like, are Lumine and Aether Emanators of Trailblazing? Like Akavili? Think about it.
Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you. They both now grow along the same path.
Oh? Survival or destruction is no longer a choice for you? Like, as in, she has to choose, like, a new path. So wait, is survival supposed to represent harmony? Like, her old path? And destruction is, like, her version of, like her being involved with Ventilia.
And only by walking this path will you break through the darkness and arrive at my side.
Okay, wait, so this is kind of like giving us some details of like, okay, if you want to come back, you can, but you can't come back the same. This is like a new rule in Star Rail a bit, like a new lore rule where like they're kind of setting up like characters may return, but only under different paths, which we had leaks about. Remember with Kafka? Like where they were like, we want to bring like characters back into the story, but in new and different ways, under new and different paths. Like they have to take on like new fates in order to return. This is so interesting.
Feeling more awake? Congratulations. You attained your very first victory in this tug of war. It's a good start.
This is...
Let me explain. You were attacked by a Lord Ravager. By all rights, you should not have survived.
Herta being the same is so funny if that rule is true. Well, to be fair, the version that we see of Herta is Herta because the actual other Herta is like a puppet. So it's a little bit of a different thing. It's not the actual same person.
But someone didn't agree with that assessment. And it just so happens I was able to fulfill his request.
What about the other merchants?
I don't know.
Down and March, Crying Corner, both new paths already. That is true. Maybe it's just a rule when it comes to dying and coming back. Like if you die and come back, like a character won't come back the same. Luocha, merchant.
Why me?
Because you were the most unfortunate. You fell into the hands of that Lord Ravager, who destroyed your body and spirit.
Wait, okay, wait, I can like reread, right? Yeah. You were attacked by Lord Ravager. By all means, you should not have survived, but someone didn't agree with that assessment, and it just so happens I was able to fulfill his request. What about the other merchants? I don't know. So wait, this is Luocha? Luocha saw Tingyun get attacked by the Lord Ravager and somehow preserved them to a degree, I guess? 7, if you do the Trailblazer Remembrance quest, you learn about Luocha too. Oh, is that going to be like in 3.0?
Yet, you are also the most fortunate. Her desire to claim everything about you for herself meant she needed time, so you were spared instant annihilation.
Oh?
There is only a fine line between resurrection and escaping death. Yet, they couldn't be more different. If you had truly died, I would have been powerless to do anything for you.
It's really so sus that like we're dealing with life and death in Starro at the same time as Genshin.
My body feels strange.
I'm sorry. I can't let you regain your ability to feel just yet. You'd be in excruciating pain. Your body was contaminated by the destruction and suffered severe damage. As I said before,
She was burnt so crisp.
these wounds will stay with you for the rest of your life. To prevent its resurgence, I made some minor modifications to your body. Or more specifically, your tail. You'll have to learn to adapt to it.
Is that the fire?
Unfortunately, the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity.
So is this kind of her explanation for the fire and everything too? Because what was Tingyun before? She was like, what? Was it lightning? Yeah, it was lightning, right? Because she was lightning. Yeah, so I guess this is just explaining the fire. Like, I think the fire is the wounds of destruction. Like, Fentilia basically literally annihilated her, like, burnt her to a crisp, like, fucking put her in the freaking oven. But her body, like, survived to a degree, although she was, like, dead. She was, I don't think, fully physically dead, if that makes sense. Like she was just crispy. She was a little toasted. Yeah. So then Ron May took that toasted and almost untoasted it, but the energy had to go somewhere. Think of it like chemistry in a way. Like energy, like in like a chemistry equation, like has to equal on both of the sides of the equal sign. So they had to find a way to like reallocate that energy somewhere, and that ended up being the like her like I guess fire, her inner flame that is like constantly popping off. Isn't this like entropy, laws of entropy or something like that? I think it's like that's what it's called in science, chemistry. I think it's entropy. Oh my god, wait. Isn't that, entropy? Isn't that an HI3? Anti-entropy? What the fuck?
Regardless, I'm grateful to you for saving my life.
They've been cooking this for years.
There's no need for that. This was merely a transaction.
So what does Ron May get out of it?
The debt between the traveling merchant and me is clear.
Wait, so what debt? What debt? What did Luocha do for her. Right? I'm assuming Luocha did something for her, so now she has to do something for Luocha.
Who?
Firefly is entropy loss syndrome? Write that down.
Don't worry about it. You should
The
sleep for a
coffin?
little longer. By the time you wake up, you won't
Oh, the
remember
propagation?
any of these details.
So wait, was it him that gave her? Wait. But I thought he still had it in the coffin before. Did he not? I thought he still had the propagation remains when he got locked up in the Sanjo. I am again so grateful for these streams because I had no idea the traveling merchant was Luocha. Honestly, it's also chat's help too. He still has them. I learned so much here. Himiko gave some to Ron May. Himiko's crazy. Entropy, N within, trop within, Greek, the change within, entropy. That's interesting, and it's Greek. And literally, where are we going? Amphoris. Oh my god. Cracked out theory, but all this talk about entropy and everything. One, I think Welt's storyline is going to actually start coming to a thing in 3 series. Like, they're actually going to be addressing it. Which makes sense because of all the HI3 ties with this shit. But number 2, I think it's going to start, like, the story's evolution of character change. Like, this is probably going to be the beginning of where characters start going through the most changes, like whether it's Dark March or whatever the fuck happens with the Dawn Hung. Like, it's going to be very, like, there's going to be a lot of characters that go through a lot of, like, revelations and, like, realizations that, like, affect them on a, like, fate / path / like, what their future is level. That's my theory. I have not watched the trailer yet. There's a running theory that Ron May is helping Luocha with the propagation, which is why they want to get rid of the, which is what they want to use to get rid of the abundance. Oh my god, that makes so much sense. Like, it's like fighting fire with fire. Pun intended. Because the abundance is all about life, and, like, the abundance is, like, another version of, like, multiplicity. Like, it's like a virus that never ends. And, like, propagation is almost virus-like in the sense that, like, it's just multiplicative. And if you think about it from, like, a grand scope, this is, like, a theory that people have had in science and medicine. The propagation are like nanobots to the human body. And there's always been a theory of, like, if we invented nanotechnology that had the ability to act like the white blood cell in the human body, we could, like, put, like, nanobot technology into us and it would, like, seek the virus out and find it and kill it. Because there's so much of it. Like, nanobots are, like, multiplicative. They can create more of themselves. They can keep going. And they've almost, like, taken that theory of biology and applied it at a larger scale to the universe. There's some smart people on the Hoyo Lord team, I won't lie. There really are. They do cook sometimes. Sometimes they burn the food, like in Notland. But, you know, here they're doing okay.
I'll arrange for someone to send you home. Which reminds me, you seem to have some dependable friends with close ties to you. You should go with them. It can only help with your recovery to hear more about your past.
This is so interesting. So is, like, Rame, like, using the dream as a way to, like, conduct this? Like, how's this working?
Are you all right?
Did I pass out?
Only for a little while.
Rebounded and affected 1 week instead. This is no ordinary woman.
I suppose there's no point
Woman.
in hiding it
The
from
way you said that.
anymore. Miss Tingyun is originally from the Xianzhou. She had an unfortunate encounter with a Lord Ravager who robbed her of her identity and left her on the verge of death. While she miraculously escaped with her life, her body suffered terrible injuries beyond all power to heal.
But something happened to change that outcome?
Yes, a genius got involved. She's very accomplished in the field of life sciences and managed to grant Miss Tingyun a shot at survival. After that, she asked the Express to escort Miss Tingyun back home. We made a stop at Penacony along the way, partly to allow her some time to convalesce.
Interesting.
I'm so sorry. I thought no one would be affected if I hid inside a dream. I didn't expect so many mishaps to happen.
That's all right.
So that destruction's still in
Nobody's
her.
hurt. Can I get something to drink? I feel like I've been asleep for 10 years.
That's fine. We should find another place to talk anyway. We drew some attention with that commotion earlier.
This was so good. The storyline was so interesting. So wait, is that why Tin Young has that smirk in her burst? It's like showing that
So
little
glad
devilish side of her? Because I'm obsessed.
I'm a local, you know.
You'll have to make do.
In any case, I must thank the both of you for your assistance.
It was nothing. Now that the matter with Miss Tingyun is resolved, are we meeting your other two companions next?
There's no need for that. Mr. 1 Week is in poor condition, so let's wrap up your farewells first. I'll leave Miss Tingyun in your hands.
Oh my god, we get to keep her?
But, Mr. Yang, the messenger from the Xianzhou is almost here.
Who's gonna be the messenger?
Coming with us?
I trust that you can handle it. Besides, Himiko will be there. She'll be able to handle any
Ask you guys a good video about
decisions
Luocha's plan and her theories. You should watch it after.
Okay.
How long's the video though? Because if it's 40 minutes, it's gonna take me 2 hours. Oh, do I have enough for a pull? Man, she just came home right now. 20 minutes? Okay, that's like an hour.
This is ridiculous. How come I keep bumping into Paul? Shall we keep going then?
Where are we
You
going?
forget already. Miss Tingyun is going back to the Alliance.
I'm not too familiar with this.
I wonder
planet.
if like the Xianzhou's gonna
I'm
know
worried
that she's still got the
unscrupulous
destruction in her, or if
cutthroat
she's gonna keep that a
merchant will try to
secret.
Take advantage of me. Luckily, the people I want to buy these gifts for are friends you already know on the Xianzhou.
As if a
Oh, that's
merchant could
cute.
seriously
She's like,
take
hey guys, I'm
advantage
back
of
from the
you.
dead and I come with
I
gifts.
already picked up a few gifts earlier. So
They're
that
like,
means
she's
there's
like, I know
only
y'all
3
sent
more
me a
left to go.
star skip, so I thought I would give you something in return, even though I never received it. What is this? I'll be performing a song of beauty at this concert. Okay. I'm not going. I'm busy. Can't you see? Oh. Argenti mains? What lore? Adrilla? Hold on.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Hello there. It's my first time visiting the Dreamscape, so I wanted to buy some local specialties as
Her
souvenirs for
Giftion
my
Ching
friends
is doing
back
the
home.
Lao food tradition and clocking him.
My 2 friends here are more familiar with the Dreamscape and recommended your shop.
She comes
So
back,
I'm here to
office
take a look.
empty, house sold. How? That's so funny. If that would be so funny for them to show. They're like, we thought you were dead, so like we already gave your job away and sold your house and like followed your will. I mean, you can sleep on my couch, but like I don't know.
Wow, you really know how to flatter. Go ahead. Browse all you like.
First we have Lady.
Fu Xuan, get her an eye mask. She needs to sleep.
Did you pick that because of her third eye?
That's crazy.
A meticulously thought out
That's
and
so funny.
interesting suggestion. It'll make for a novel gift. Let's go.
I
with
just
that.
thought she needed some downtime.
Next is General Jing Yuan.
Send him a division of elite fighters? Shares in Penacony or a film reel? Can I just send him Mahol? Or would that be too much? I feel like we'll send him shares in Penacony because it's almost like we're calling him broke, which is funny.
That's not your decision to make.
That's the kind of treasure I've always yearned for. But the General's position won't allow him to accept such a gift.
Okay.
Come to Clock Studios theme park to learn more about the history of the planet of festivities. I think the general.
I mean,
will
I
like
guess I
this
would give
gift.
them a vacay, like some time off.
Finally, we have Lady Bailu of the Alchemy Commission.
Soul Glad? That's crazy. Hamster ball, hair clip, Hallovanian wing accessory. Wait, that's so cute.
Both wings and horns?
No.
That's a little much, don't you think?
No, that's so cute. Shut up.
You carry yourself with such dignity and grace, but you still have the heart of a child. Lady Bailu loves these types of accessories.
Are you guys used to new VA? I'm not, but I don't mind it. It's not
That's
bad.
all of them. Please wrap them up for me.
I think changing her VA was fine in this instance because like it is technically like a new character. Like her other one was kind of possessed.
Thanks to both your help, everything went smoother than I expected. And it looks like we still have some time to spare.
Why don't we pay another visit to the Dreamscape sales store?
She's a little flat though sometimes, like her delivery.
Anywhere, but Penacony's dream bubbles are extraordinary. Even if we don't get them as gifts, we can keep them as
A souvenir for myself. That's definitely an idea I can get behind. But there's one more
Her
thing
sass is gone. Dying will do that to a person.
Stop. Could I have a word with you two in private?
You're not wrong.
Perhaps somewhere more secluded.
I don't know, man.
like to
You know,
discuss
getting
a
your body
personal
turned into a fucking burnt piece of toast will kind of, you know, fuck with your mood a little bit. It is what it is.
This is a good spot.
What's she gonna tell us?
Miss Ting Yoon. What's this about?
Girl, why are you so down? Like, cheer up. No, for real. Like, girl, what? We brought you back to life for you to be what? Depressed? Like, come on, girl, live. Like, damn. Tin Young got cremated alive? Damn, that's crazy when you put it that way. Her stuff got yeeted into space. Of course she'd be sad. She said DNR. You're done, and that's so much funnier because my boyfriend works in the hospital. It's just so funny to think about. Do not resuscitate. Fuck, y'all are so funny, chat. This is what I'm saying. Sometimes you guys are funnier than me. Honestly, if someone brought me back to life, I'd be mad. Okay, wait, true. Honestly, think about it. If someone brought you back to life and it was like mid-COVID, you'd be like, bitch, why? Or like someone brings you back to life and then you like wake up and like Trump's coming into office 6 days later. Bitch, why? Girl, you brought me back for this? No, literally, me crawling back into Luocha's coffin. Like, I'm like, no, let me go to sleep. I'm good. I'm good. Crazy. Also, chat, can we do a poll? Can one of the mods do a poll?
Looked out for me during
If
our
we have
travels
time,
together
if
these
we have
past few
time,
days.
if we have time, if we have time.
Truly grateful.
After we do like 1 to
and
2
can't
reacts.
Thank you enough.
Should we play some Infinity Nikki tonight? Maybe like an hour or two. You looked out for me during our travels together these past few days. I'm truly grateful and can't thank enough.
But there are some things I find.
Wait, everyone's like
difficult
several
to forget.
hours, no poll needed.
I feel it's only right that I tell you what's on my mind before we part ways.
I'm not even done the current story, so I wouldn't even be able to play it. Oh my god, Sam! Hello! I didn't even realize you were here. Hi. How are you, Sam? I sent an important related lore link and sent Stefan something. You check it out real quick. Links with all my heart. Love you, bestie. But I will have to decline. I will not let myself get derailed. I made a pact with this chat. Especially now that they know Infinity and Nikki could be later. If I will try to see if they're when I'm done the quest.
Do you two still remember what it was like when you first saw me?
How could we forget? He was so shocked. He was frozen in place when he shouted.
Fantilia? Oh my god, Sparkle is so funny. This is like the best reply. Like, it's been almost a year since the freaking story quest, and we're still like, who is that? Are you Sparkle, bitch? Is it you? I'm choosing that. That one's too funny.
Exactly. And that's precisely why I haven't been able to shake off this strange feeling in the days since I started traveling with you. When I asked for your
No, literally
names,
paranoid.
I couldn't help but think that this first encounter was actually a long-awaited reunion for you.
That makes sense though. Like, she's like, I could even imagine how this would feel. Like, everyone is reacting to you like you've been friends forever and you have like no memory. It's almost like you died for like 500 years and then like came back and then did like a quest through 7 nations. Like, that's so weird. That's like crazy. She smiles here a bit. What is it? This fucking emo. Oh. Oh, is that a cookie in its hand? I'm dead.
I've heard about what happened to you on the Xianzhou. And I've got to admit that Fantilia's disguise was so perfect, it was like another me tricking everyone.
Oh, does she feel like guilty?
Yeah, we couldn't even tell when you were replaced by Fantilia. I figured it happened when we were after Kafka. You vanished for a while. I thought you must have come back as a double.
But it was much earlier than that. That
Wow.
thought has me filled with sorrow. As if a piece of my life had been stolen away, and I had no part in it.
This is totally foreshadowing future Dark March. I hope we're all noticing this right now. I hope we're all noticing that this is definitely foreshadowing March and having a similar, like, era where she's not in control.
That's what I've been puzzled about, too. I never actually saw how Fantilia managed to disguise herself as me. What was your impression of that Tingyun, if you recall?
And this is something that I think Kiana struggled with too, right? Like, I feel like in HA3, but didn't like Kiana struggle with like the guilt of like her actions while she was obviously the Hersher of the Void? Every time you say Dark March, I think of Dark Brandon. Honestly, is Biden still alive? Because I'm gonna check on him. I feel like I haven't heard him in a hot minute. Is he still breathing? I know the other president dude died, but like, let's not do a 2-for-1. I mean, we did have 2-for-1 planes. What's going on? Did you guys hear about that? What the fuck is going on with the planes? I swear to God, like for 3 days in a row, I've seen planes go down. Like, what the hell is happening? Also, why the fuck are we putting concrete walls at the end of runways? Like, I'm not a airport builder or anything, but I feel like there are other options that we could do that don't cause like, you know, mass death. Like, what the fuck was that? Like, huh? 2-for-1 planes? Yeah, there was one plane. I think there was one plane that went down the other day, and then another one. Where was the other one? Was it in Korea? I can't remember. I thought you were making a 9/11 joke. Oh my God. You know what, Sam? Stay in Germany. Sam, stay in Germany. It was in South Korea, right? Where was the other one? It's been a really long day. Fun fact, actually, sad fact, climate change is affecting airplanes. Wait, what? There was one in Halifax, but it didn't like crash. I swear there was like a crash. How is climate change affecting planes? I'm not like an anti-climate change person, by the way. I just actually don't know. Like, is the air getting thicker? The wing was on fire. Girl, it wasn't Mavica. Like, girl, what was it? The sun was so fucking hot that it instantly combusted the plane wing. Oh, yes. I can't say that country, but Azerbaijan. That one apparently might be dealt with Russian interference, I think, right? Sip, I won't be sidetracked, Stefan. Okay, I'm sorry that the world's crazy. Bessie, I'm sorry, but I want Infinity Nikki. Can we get back to this, please? Okay, fine. I don't think the South Korea one crashed. It was ascending. Wait, I don't think so. The South Korean one crashed as it was ascending. Wait, I thought it was trying to land. Careful what you say about Boeing. They're gonna get you. What is Boeing? Is Boeing like Beyonce? Is Boeing the new Beyonce? I swear you guys were saying this about Beyonce like a month ago. It was landing and crashed.
That's just the nature of the
Yeah, it like
Foxians.
overshot the runway, right?
It's widely known that mystery is the key to our allure.
The South Korean one's wheels didn't pop off and they were going too fast. Yeah. I think they tried to like slow down, like doing like a belly like land, but like unfortunately that wasn't the case. It was really, really, really tragic. Like, my gosh, people of South Korea have been going through hell and back. I just can't believe, like, I don't understand, like, obviously we know like from other like issues with planes that like obviously things like this can and do happen, and I'm like, why have a concrete wall at the end of a runway? Like, you would think that like just to be safe, like no matter what, like at the end of the runway, if someone did overshoot, you know, like a fence, maybe like a metal fence, because that could like be taken out without like causing massive amounts of damage. I know, that's so true too. I didn't even think about that, but imagine those people's families like losing loved ones literally like, what is it, like a day or two before New Year's? Oh my god, that is like the worst. That is the worst way to go into the new year.
So, what did she seem like to you?
I mean, I didn't think she was an emanator of destruction. I think we were all gagged at her neck snap. Like, that was crazy. That goes down in like the history books of Star Rail.
I'll just assume that's a compliment. Maybe next time you could just say silver-tongued. Was there anything particularly memorable?
March 7th said you were bossy.
Hey, no tattling!
Now the final question. In your eyes, am I just like the Tingyun you remember?
No. See, but maybe I should say that's not important. Because, like, if you say no, she might be like, oh, like, everyone's going to be weirded out by me. But if you say yes, then she's like, so I'm just like the evil that I was before. Oh my god, this is a lose-lose. I hate when girls ask me questions like this. It's like a girl when she's like, do I look bad in this? And if you tell them the truth, they'll hate you. But if you lie, they'll hate you. I thought she was a mean girl. She's kind of rude with us. But I didn't expect Emanator of Destruction. No, for real. I'm gonna say that's not important.
Wait, don't you find that question a bit weird? You're the real Tingyun. Why compare yourself to an imposter?
Oh, Miss March, you might have the wrong idea.
She's always wrong. She's so loud and wrong.
Just feeling a mix of regret and...
March 7th, the definition of loud and wrong, even with her own identity in herself.
Huh?
As a merchant, staying well informed is crucial. It's only natural for me to stay updated on the events of the Lawfu before I return. If I had rushed in and out back then, I wouldn't have been much help.
Leave March be.
Instead, I would have postponed the trip and sought assistance from allies, but in that case...
I just want to say this, y'all. March's VA better cook with Evil March. Like, I hope she goes all in, like, Farina level in terms of, like, the commitment. Like, I low-key am like, God, make me hate her. Make me hate her, but love her at the same time.
We wouldn't have crossed paths.
Exactly. Based on your description, that Lord Ravager was indeed cunning.
Her demeanor mirrored mine so closely that it felt like she was living my life for a few days, rather than merely disguising herself. I regret missing out on your Sanjo journey. But everything that unfolded afterward...
Oh, did you guys hear the
aside
tea?
from the scheming,
Apparently we're getting a skin in
exactly as
3.0.
if I'd been there.
They're giving us the March skin, finally,
This leads
in
me to
3.0
consider
for preservation, even though no one
another
uses it.
possibility. Phantilia had stolen a piece of my life, and a Foxian always gets even. I will not be taken advantage of. I must take something
Yeah, it's not
back
free.
from
It's not
her
free.
as well.
Is it confirmed? I mean, nothing's ever confirmed until I literally see it, but it's not like basically oh my god, madam, now you coming back from Wisconsin? Yeah. Yeah, she back, girl, she back. It's kind of crazy.
But after thinking it over, the only thing that could be considered equal value
Also, happy holidays,
bond I have
madam.
with all of you.
Madam, did you get a long enough break in 2024? Are you coming back for 2025 stuff? She did get Jesus. Did you know that SipSip 2025 is a new era? It's gonna be very crazy. Also, hope you're doing well. Oh my god, it's so nice, chat, to like have like old staff members come back that like didn't all leave at the same time, like all 50, and like hate me on Twitter. Isn't it nice? Like when there's like, you know, staff that still exists that like me. Gotta laugh about it. Gotta laugh about it. Oh, chat pulling up for Madam is so nice. Everyone's like, Madam, do you have leaks? Because these all suck. Bro, Madam, I talk about it all the time, but truly, I say it like the era of us with like Blank and Yubacha will truly go down in history as the era where leaks were like done well and done right and we're good. The era of leaks now is so garbo and like it's constantly just so bad. The Capitano stuff, shh, don't talk about it. I have not looked into it. I've heard mentions, but I refuse to believe it. And also, I think I refuse to accept anything because I feel like people are just reading it wrong or like don't know what they're talking about. Because sometimes it's lost with context, so.
That thought has brought me great comfort. And now I know how to speak to you properly. We've never even met before, and here you are, offering your help, just as before. I should have treated you with respect, but
Y'all actually look at leaks?
fear of Phantilia made me act like somebody else.
No. No, I've never in my life. Not once. I got T-boned, then got hit when I was crossing the street. I won't lie. I was driving with my boyfriend like a couple weeks ago and he hopped a curb and I deadass said to him, I was like, can you please not drive like Madam? And he didn't get it, but I laughed pretty hard. But how the fuck, not you getting hit by a car, bro. What is going on? I'm done. I just said don't. I know what you're gonna say. Don't make the joke. Okay, but usually when you get T-boned, it's not your fault. So, you know, this one time, it ain't you, babes. Well, I hope you're okay. What the hell? Now he's never coming back to stuff? You're right. It's okay. Madam didn't do much after the leaks went away anyways. And we don't do leaks anymore like that, so it's fine.
Now, I will reclaim everything I have lost. And it should begin with a proper acknowledgement.
You're right.
Dear benefactors, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to you.
Aw.
Looks like we're off to a good start. Moving forward, I'll definitely be trying more things like this from now on. And you, my dear benefactors, will be
What's
my
up,
source
Advantage?
of courage.
Miss Ting-Yun, that's way too over the top. Just don't make any risky decisions. It might overwhelm him.
Sunday is
We'll
very
see.
twang.
I just hope the Ting-Yun in your memory.
Not as much as adventuring though. Adventuring is still the ultimate
Antilia
bottom in this
anymore.
game.
All right, no more questions. I hope I didn't take up too much of your time. Let's continue on our way.
Also, something exploded outside, so if y'all see war news, don't panic. Wait, in Germany? What are you talking about, Sam? What's exploding in Europe? It might be fireworks. Isn't it a bit early for that? People do them early here?
Dreamscape sales store. Dr. Edward at your service.
I love derailing you. I hate it here.
We're looking for some dreams to give as gifts. Something exotic and preferably captivating.
Just a friendly reminder. Being too picky won't help you find the best dreams. You'll just dampen your spirits.
Oh, people do fireworks early in Germany? Wow, they're really happy for a new year.
That being said, there are always some lucky exceptions. Not too long ago, I procured a dream bubble that sounds perfectly. The story unfolds in the Shinjo Alliance.
Honkai star derailed? Okay, I'm going! Okay,
The sword champion. However, his junior Foxy and Sora, who just turned 100, puts him in a tough spot.
I don't know, chat. We keep getting derailed. Like, I don't know if we're gonna get to Nikki today.
Sound oddly familiar.
Since I'm returning to the Xianzhou, I think it's better to choose something unrelated to the Alliance. Feel free to pick a few for me.
I love customers like you.
Okay.
Easy to take advantage. Just don't pick anything weird.
Oh, speaking of dreamscapes, I have a gift for you after troubling you all this time.
Oh, we get a
couldn't leave
gift? A
without
dream
proper-
bubble? Wait, what?
Here are the dream bubbles I've prepared for you. Thank you for your business.
Well, it
Wait, so
looks
did
like
Tin Young give
everything's
us
finally
her
in
dream
order.
bubble?
I suppose.
Oh, is that gonna be like her story quest and stuff? Go to the Radiant Feldspur? I will.
I can't believe it's
More
time for Miss
Mo her
Ting-Yun
ex.
to
I need
leave.
a Mo her ex flaming
ready to
me.
say
Honestly,
goodbye
good for
just
them.
yet.
Are they fucking? What's Skrillim and Ratio talking about? So then, what's your conclusion? It is just as we initially posted. It is sufficiently to solely rely on the divergent universe to solve a problem as vast as the equation of Aeon's immortals. But personally speaking, I've gained a bountiful harvest from the human comedy research. Past writers who have passed away, who are still alive, and who may be born in the future, flowers of different probabilities blooming on the same branch are enough to become treasure in the inspiration circuit. That sounds like the imaginary tree. I'm listening, please continue. Oh, that's is that the Divergent Universe quest? Just as the falling flowers of inspiration touched the ground before encountering reality, Mr. Stefan, Mr. Ratio, and I were just about to talk to you. Strictly speaking, the inclusion of a singular research topic would not have much to do with you. The numbers of the society will surely go. Okay. Is this like for an event or something? It's Ratio and Scream saying thank you. Divergent Universe is ending. Wait, what? It is? Oh, it's an update? How do I like the new voice? I actually do. No, I like it in some aspects and I don't in others. Like sometimes it can come off a bit flat, but I don't really mind. It's not like the worst. In college class, Stefan, you're equally lacking behavioral. Okay. Where's Kevin? Coming in like 3 weeks. Oh my god, our bestie. You're back.
Yeah, we got delayed on the way. Mr. Yang will explain in detail when he gets back. Has the messenger from the Cienjo arrived yet?
Yep, we've been chatting for a while. Turns out she's an old acquaintance of yours. Who is that? Is this... Oh!
Long time no see, everyone.
Of course it's you, Kong.
Madame Yukong?
I've imagined this moment many times.
Oh my god, this
I
is
was
cute.
worried
I'm
how
glad they
I'd
did
embarrass
this.
myself in front of you. I even rehearsed every word beforehand. But now it seems it was unnecessary.
Am I gonna try Mavika Plunge? I probably will.
Ting Yun, I'm here to take you home.
Aww. She must have a lot to catch up on after being apart for so long. We'll give you guys some space. That was a cute reunion. No, it really is like her mom.
Madame Yukong, I wasn't expecting it to be you. What a wonderful surprise.
I wanted to come because, after all, it's you who's coming home.
Yeah, me of all people.
Your body. It's going to be tough from now on, isn't it?
I've already escaped death once. What more could I ask for? Also, it's not all bad. I might even beat you at arm wrestling now.
Oh, is she saying she's stronger?
You're still the same. Carefree as always. I have a lot I'd like to
I mean, she's a
tell you,
5-star.
but I'll save it for the road. It's a long journey back to the Luofu. Even if we can't completely rid you of the pain, there must be ways to alleviate it on the Xianzhou.
I have no doubt. But since we're alone here, may I ask you one more thing?
Oh?
Do I really have to go back to the Luofu?
Oh?
Why? You don't want to?
Despite Fantilia's ruthlessness, she spared me when I should have been eliminated. And why did Miss Ron Mei, who has no ties to the Xianzhou, go out of her way to save me? It seems as if I've become a pawn in someone else's game.
There are people within the Alliance who also believe that the suspect is now on the Yuchua.
If that's the case,
Is that another
it's
one of the
all more
ships?
reason for me not to return to the Luofu and complicate things. I might as well take advantage of this situation.
Have I tried Nikki? Do you mean like the new one, like Infinity Nikki? Because if so, we want to play this after. We want to play it after, but yes. That is the other ship. That's where Fushen came from.
Take advantage of the situation.
Oh, Love
What do you
Nikki? I have not
mean?
played that then. No.
Right now, the marks of ruin inside me maintain a delicate balance. Moreover, they were created by Fantilia herself.
Okay.
If possible, please inform the General and arrange for me to meet with the Marshal.
Wait, with Fuha?
Maybe this body of mine can help the Alliance get one step closer to the Xianzhou's enemies.
When Ron Mei visited the Luofu earlier, she mentioned what happened to you. This coincided with when the message sent by the Astral Express arrived. The Arbiter Generals concluded that Fantilia did not intend for you to survive. If utilized strategically, this could give the Alliance an element of surprise. If we follow this plan,
If it's Infinity
we
Nikki, then
must
yes, I
keep
played
your
it and I like it.
resurrection hidden. But before making any decisions, I want to know what you think. If you wish to go home, I'll support you, no matter what others may say.
Then I'm glad. I shall save you the trouble of hearing what those people may say.
The road ahead is perilous.
There is obviously going to be more Lao food. We knew that.
I won't stop you.
Marshall Fuha hasn't released yet. She's
Maybe
like a
I'm being
huge character.
selfish, but I still want to know. Are you choosing this because it's what you really want?
I've come to see myself clearly in this dream journey. Perhaps it's what people call a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, I think this is because it means
There
she
is
has to
someone who
change
can
her
attest to my true
trajectory.
intentions.
Because it's her new
Please
path.
follow me. She should be around here somewhere.
Does it make sense of why they're doing it? It's to represent her changing her path as well.
Is that...
Huh?
After a strange encounter, I was fragmented into multiple Tingyuns, each embodying a different aspect of my memories.
Is this a silver-tongued one?
And one of them hasn't returned to me, because she ventured too far. Until now.
Oh, wait.
You mean her?
She ventured too far, like something
What is
she's
she
disconnected with?
doing?
She's captivated by something that has deeply mesmerized me.
This is so
As a
interesting.
fleeting emotion, she's no different from a newborn. Her boarding this ship was solely down to her inner impulse. Madame Yukong, do you remember? Perhaps that was just an ordinary flight for you, but for a certain child,
Oh my god, isn't this her splash art?
that was her first experience with the sky.
Of course I remember. Back then, you were still young enough for me to carry.
That's so cute!
You probably still can. Want to give it a try?
I'm afraid you'd be too heavy for me now.
Just kidding.
Truly mother.
I remember you kept begging me to take you to the star skiff, and even dreamed of becoming a pilot. But once you were airborne, you were so nervous that you clung to others for dear life.
This flight was a turning point in my life. The boundless cosmos unfolded before me. I was completely mesmerized, not just by the view, but by a realization. In this world, there are paths beyond waiting for us to explore. Even though I lacked the talent to pilot the star skiff and wasn't much of a warrior, I still chose to travel around with the Merchant Guild. Even to this day, this thrill still courses through me.
That hasn't changed?
Never. Now I can embark once more on my journey as a traveler of no return, exploring the paths that lie beyond.
Interesting.
Speaking of which, how are things with the Whistling Flames?
I've left Yan Ming in charge for now. He's reliable.
Who's
but
Yan Ming?
He can
I
be
don't
a
remember
bit
this man.
extreme, and might not always follow your principles as a traveling merchant.
My principles.
NPC?
Forsake what others fight for and take what others abandon. That's the way to navigate the world and achieve my goals.
Their tails are eating.
I will continue to uphold my principles. But now I've also learned that while these merchant principles may apply to humans, they falter in the face of the gods.
Oh?
This shouldn't fall on your shoulders to begin with. You are simply an innocent survivor in this war.
I know,
Madam
Miko Tail
Yukong.
would eat.
You were once a survivor in the war too, weren't you? In a hazy dream, I vaguely remember someone telling me that the inescapable price of survival is often more adversity. Madam Yukong, The gods use humans as pawns in their cosmic game, sacrificing countless innocent souls. Have you ever thought about making them pay?
That's a crazy line.
Every day. But as inconsequential as we are, how can we escape the fate of being mere pawns? If I could choose, I would never want you to become a pawn. I just wish you could still be that carefree little fox. Not caught up in this war.
This is so interesting because like Star Rail characters I feel like are way more aware of like the greater cosmology than Genshin characters, which is obviously on purpose, I think. But it's just like so interesting. Like I think like characters like Genshin have come to this realization just on a like more minuscule scale. Like instead of like the pawns, it's like Celestia, it's like the 7 Archons, like, you know, people wanting their freedom.
Don't be disheartened, Madame Yukong. Thanks to the favor of the Lord Ravager, I've become a player in this game.
Such a
Remember,
meta talk.
It's often the unassuming pawns, the lone traveler, or the worm that subdues the dragon.
Wait,
that
what?
leave even the best strategists helpless.
Unassuming pawns, lone traveler, which is very much like Genshin, or the worm that subdues the dragon. Worm is giving me the idea of like the abyss and like corruption, like a worm subduing a dragon, like in a way.
So now I'll become a cunning speck of dust and make those masterminds behind the curtains sneeze a few times.
A moment's silence lingers after the departures, often distinguishable from parting, yet they are fortunate enough to not have to waver between the two. But luck never seems to favor everyone. Oh, Sunday?
Is this place also affected by the Order?
No, I'm just here to bid farewell. I changed my mind along the way. This journey has too many variables, so it shouldn't matter if we add another.
Oh my god.
How did you know she would be here?
I did not think that they were going to do this.
I had a hunch and decided to try my luck. It seems I can be lucky sometimes.
It's not like you to leave things to luck.
I'm trying to change too.
I don't think you need a bystander in this scenario. Go on ahead.
You're not worried I'll take the opportunity to escape?
I believe you're the kind of person that has the ability and desire to use everything to your advantage. But that everything does not include Miss Robin.
Thank you.
Now then, Mr. 1 Week.
I'm not leaving. No way.
Let him stay. He won't be in the way. I actually need 1 week to be there. She shouldn't be seen talking to a fugitive, no matter the circumstances.
You don't intend to reveal your true identity to her?
Both parties don't have to be aware that this is a farewell.
No!
I shouldn't put her at risk for my selfishness.
As you wish.
Shall we go then?
Uh-oh, uh-oh, uh-oh.
Our journey can't begin if I can't take this first step.
Oh my god, okay, we'll talk about it in a moment. But wait, this is kind of crazy. Okay, maybe I'll talk about it now. Okay, remember we said that Sunday and Robin are kind of like similar to Lumine and Aether? And now we're having a situation where one of them is leaving to go on a journey without the other. But they'll never know why. Like Robin isn't knowing why. Kind of like Robin is Aether and Sunday is Lumine. They did almost like a swap, like a flip. Like this is the 500-year moment that we might be experiencing in a different way, in a different font.
Didn't expect to see you here, Miss Robin.
It's not Robin's up voice. Oh my god. It's nice to meet you, Miss May. Miss, may I know your name?
My name is Wanweek. I'm a member of the Nightingale family.
Oh, you're a dream weaver? Thank you for all your hard work. You're the reason the dreamscape has been able to recover from this crisis.
You're too kind, Miss Robin. You must be very busy. What brings you here to Dream's Edge?
I'm taking a break. I wanted to find a quiet place to relax, ideally somewhere where I could see the stars. Before I knew it, I'd walked all the way here. See the stars? So interesting. The parallels. The fucking Conrad star? I know these stars only exist in the dream.
Well, perhaps the dreamscape is not so different from reality. When we look up into the night sky, the stars aren't really there. The glimmering lights we see are merely the images of stars from long ago.
Bro, Genshin is really just a dream world. Like, it's kind of crazy.
So, have we ever truly seen a real sky full of stars?
Like, this is the same thing. It's literally like Penacony has fake sky syndrome. Does she know? Does she have a feeling? You're very philosophical, Miss One Week. You remind me of someone I know. Stop! Do you work nearby?
No. Today is my rest day. There's going to be a show later, so I came early to find a good seat.
A show? Here?
It's somewhere farther away. They say it's a farewell performance. The kind that's better to listen to from afar than watch it performed live.
A farewell performance. Wait, performance! Oh my god, the Genshin similarities, chat. Like how everything is a theater, everything's on a stage, everything's an act. Even like the Fatui. In that case, your observation deck is a good choice. You can see all of Penacony from here. Oh my god, not them being Celestia. Maybe this is what this is. Like, they are in Celestia in this moment in Genshin. The observation deck, like, looking down below to watch. If we think this is, like, the same, like, an echo of the 500-year moment. Distance can make some things appear more beautiful.
Miss Robin, may I stay here with you to gaze at the stars before the show begins?
This is so crazy! This is crazy because, like, Amphoris has such Genshin allegations, and this is the patch right before it. And the show's about to begin. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, if we relate it just in context of 3.0. Of course, you don't have to be so courteous. I should be the one asking. This is Dream's Edge after all. The Dreamweavers are the true masters. I still don't know who this little shit One Week is. Wait, where are they going? Wait, he has a K! The back of him has a K! Did we all see that? Wait, what the fuck?
Still,
it had like the Hertz-key thing!
Unfamiliar to me. I don't recognize any of them.
Huh?
And it makes me feel uneasy.
The stars are unfamiliar to me. I don't recognize any of them. It makes me feel uneasy. Literally, fucking witch. Yeah, the back of his shirt had a keyhole. What makes you feel this way? Is it because the sky is so far away or because it's the unknown?
Perhaps it's both. The Stellaron disaster may not have had any real consequences, but many guests still chose to check out. Now the hotel feels quieter than before. It makes me wonder what Penacony's future will be like. I just hope it will not negatively affect you, Miss Robin.
It's just it's his family symbol, the Oak family symbol. You're too kind. I'll be fine. The disaster was unexpected, but because of it, I was able to witness many pasts and think about many futures. Witness. I was able to witness, and in this case, Robin is Aether in the storyline. Sunday's actually Lumine, because Lumine's the one that yeets. My only real regret is I left some things unsaid.
Did the person you wanted to say them to leave?
Yeah, he left in such a hurry that I didn't even get a chance to say
Sometimes
goodbye.
What's in your heart doesn't need to be dressed up in words. Maybe he already knows what you wanted to say.
But don't you think we should put in some effort when we want to encourage someone?
If you don't mind me asking, who is it that you wish to encourage?
It's someone who experienced failure recently and is about to embark on a long journey.
There are many such people on Penacony. Failure is like the setting sun to a dream chaser. It's something that happens every day.
Setting sun. Dawn. Twilight. This is so interesting. Sunset.
I believe they all have the willpower to start anew. Especially after receiving a smile from you.
And this is like start anew, the reset. But he's different. He's stronger than most ordinary people. But because of it, people have this misconception. They think when he fails, he will stand back up faster than anyone else.
Are you saying that's not true?
It's not. Because before he stands up again, he will hesitate and agonize for ages. 500 years. Whether that is the right course of action.
Failure may be a good thing for someone like that. Being able to reflect on one's actions is a valuable quality to have.
You may be right, but I still hope that he'll never change.
Why is that?
Because I have faith in the person I remember him to be. He may have taken the wrong approach, but when he failed, but I don't think he had the wrong intention. We once stood together at the same starting line, but now it's his turn to fly for the stars. I believe he'll find the right path, even if he has to do it alone. Okay, yeah, the Genshin and Lumine allegations are crazy. Like, this is wild. We don't have to soar into the sky together, bro. It's the same thing. Like them shooting stars. Because I know we will be reunited one day. We'll reunite. We will be reunited. We will reunite. This is crazy. This is crazy. They really are like an echo of them.
I hope so.
Miss 1 Week, may I ask a favor? There's a jigsaw here I'd like you to finish before I leave. If I have a Dreamweaver's help, maybe I'll be able to fill in the missing piece.
I see. I'll do my best.
Don't worry if you can't find them. Just think of it as us taking a walk together.
I'm still inexperienced, so let's just hope we get lucky.
I'm over here crying. I'm not emotional because, like, you know, I'm too busy being gagged that, like, they're on such a similar trajectory. So, like, are Aether and Lumine Hallovanians in a way? Is that, like, their true identity?
Seems we've been blessed with good fortune today.
Because we don't really know what they are. Like, we know that they're not, like, obviously, like, human fully. A no? May your sky be forever radiant? Seems familiar.
Another Dreamweaver probably left this behind. It's a habit for this profession. they hope to use these blessings as a foundation for the dreamscape.
Radiant wishes? Are they stars? Like, they are, but like they're obviously not like actually just stars. They're like a type of being, like a drag. Like, you know, there's like dragon people. Like, there's something. The second jigsaw piece is a pair of wings. Wait, made of feathers? Like, when you look at it, you're like, it's like, it's, you know what I mean? I'm just saying. Maybe it's somewhere in between the two. It's a pair of broken wings. Wings usually have feathers, girl. That's not true, because the wings in Infinity Nikki look different. They could be like fairy wings. Wispy wings. Me when bird wings have feathers. Winx wings, exactly. There's lots of types of wings. But those are specifically modeled after bird wings.
We should keep looking.
Just as before, a note placed carefully next to the puzzle, like someone got here a step earlier. T. May your stage be forever lustrous. One more thing. Staying fit is important, but don't forget to eat well too. Someone got here first. Oh my god, it's Paimon. It's Paimon, it's the guide. The person's always been one step ahead. Because they mentioned food, so I immediately am like, oh, it's Paimon. Because she wants to fucking eat. Thank you, Cadrius, for the follow. Paimon is 1 week?
It's done. Have a look.
She's really like, let me make this man cry. The theory is that are the notes from Robin to Sunday for his journey. Oh, like she like set it up as kind of like, I know you're leaving and I know it's you, but these are the things I want you to like keep in mind. Yeah. The painting feels like a blessing and also seems to mirror someone's resolve. Even when the broken wings no longer belong to the sky, the direction in which they fall will still be towards the stars. The bird.
Soon I shall travel to those unfamiliar stars, none of which I recognize. But as long as you continue to gaze upon them from here, then those unfamiliar stars will one day be the place of our reunion.
Oh my god. I'm gonna make myself cry. Fuck. Doom siblings trope, no, for real. You still couldn't bear to say goodbye in the end. Maybe I'm stronger than you think. You must try to relax on your long journey. Brother?
That didn't seem like a perfect goodbye.
It's enough. I only meant to stay quietly by her side for a bit.
Yeah, she knew.
But why did you do those unnecessary things?
Oh my god, if this is like the same as Aether and Lumine, it's gonna be so sad because like then they knew, and maybe one of them gets their memory wiped at some point, obviously, but like they knew in that moment at least.
What things?
Those 2 notes. If someone finds them, they can be used as evidence against her.
Oh!
Huh. So you can do whatever you want as many times as you want, but I can't? I don't want to live with regret for the rest of my life either.
Live with regret.
Well, it's like, huh? Also, congrats on Fugue.
We're almost done saying our goodbyes, right?
We?
Yes. We only have one last stop.
Who is this, like Clocky or some
before
shit?
we leave, I have a question I'd like to ask you, Mr. Yang. I'm curious. Why did you become a Nameless?
Ooh.
Why the sudden interest?
No. Speak up.
I always had a feeling that you would never give up on someone who needed help. After spending time with you, I'm even more convinced of this assessment. At this very moment, there are countless worlds above the sky still waiting for the arrival of the Astral Express. Yet you and your companions have chosen to stay here. All for an old friend you never knew, and a notorious fugitive.
An old friend you never knew. Wait. Oh, I was like, I was so close. I was so close to being like, I'm sorry, is it Lord Archives? Is 1 week Lord Archives? What the fuck? I almost lost my shit. I was about to crash out.
To trailblaze means
I was about to shake that little Pepeshi until it turned blonde. I was like, excuse me?
And spend precious time on people just passing by. All the while you believe this is the natural course of action?
Almost lost my shit.
That's not what I think at all. Besides, the watchmaker also made a similar choice.
And because of that, he bid farewell to the Express and never walked among the stars again in his lifetime.
Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if we leave the Express, some trailblazing paths will still continue.
Not all journeys lead to the stars. This is okay. Maybe this could be also a nod to Genshin here too. Like Genshin is the one that's the most grounded, right? Like if you think of Honkai and if you think of like Star Rail, they're so like space involved and like huge in terms of scope, and like because obviously Sunday might be related to like this Genshin idea. Like it might be that whole thought of like not all things lead back to the Astral Express. Yeah, like there's still trailblazing into that. Yes, exactly. And like think about it like Panaconi with the previous like Nameless. Like they got stuck there and then they like died there. Like that was their experience. And if you think about it like Teyvat is almost like a Panaconi again. With like they get left behind, and obviously the train is they tried to get on the train and they never got back on the train. The fact that Genshin gives you nothing, so you look for connections. Genshin gives me a lot. It's just the games are so connected these days.
You can think of it this way. The title of Nameless doesn't belong to any one person. Each individual will have their own view of what it means to walk this path and will always try their best, no matter the situation. The goal of my trailblazing is not the unknown world.
He might be repeating it, but I'm just like taking it in a new context.
In my homeland, the name Welt means world.
HA3.
It suggests that each person is a world unto themselves, and that we harbor as many possibilities as the distant stars. The connections I gain on my journey are what is most precious to me. This is my way of the trailblaze and the reason why I decided to stay here.
Why me?
Like I said before, I left my home in a hurry too. I know how you feel right now. I also know that a person will only be able to truly face themselves once they've decided to say goodbye to their past.
Oh my god, like
Tin Young. Right
Young.
here, right now.
And it changed him going from like the order and everything to now being a trailblaze.
There was never a third person with us, was there?
Oh?
I told you he'd find out.
Huh?
I should have known nothing could escape your keen eyes.
I'm confused.
Since you already know 1 week's secret, there's no need for me to build up suspense. Let's go. We'll head straight for the finale and take our final bow in this farewell performance.
Huh? Huh? What? What am I fighting?
I know you can hide your appearance, but trespassing on restricted family grounds is still a bold move.
Is this kind of like what is this? Is this kind of like Tin Young's thing too?
Don't worry, I won't take too much time. I was a child when I first visited the Grand Theater. I remember seeing the light behind the curtains from here and believing it to be the morning star guiding me toward the land of the dreams.
This line alone has so many things involved with it. The light behind the curtain, guiding me to the land of dreams.
When I returned here many years later as the head of the Oak family, I finally learned that the light was actually a Stellaron.
Now that you've returned to the stage, what are you planning to do?
Prepare for my departure. I've always believed that a person's starting point should also be his last stop.
Oh my god, Mondstadt. Mondstadt.
Have you ever seen the elderly at
The
end of
gateway
their
to
lives?
Celestia.
As they welcome their final moments, they invariably raise their hands, stretching their arms into the emptiness. Much like how babies also stretch their arms into the air when they are first born. Humanity flaps their wings twice as they complete their journey. Once when they are born, and once when they die. In order to flap my own wings and soar again.
I have to die?
I will say goodbye. Here. To the me of yesterday.
Oh my god, it's not Lynn.
I really hate this face. My expressions feel so dull and lifeless.
Dead.
I see. That explains why something always felt off about your appearance. The halo above your head that symbolizes the harmony, it's been missing since the moment we reunited.
It's true that this ring was bestowed upon our people by the heavens. But that doesn't mean it can't be thrown away.
Oh shit?
While I was in the gallery of thoughts, at the entrance of the dream, I chose to completely sever the halo from myself.
Oh, this is so interesting. If you think about it again from like Genshin's perspective, like Lumine and Aether, like if they are from Celestia possibly, like their routes are like kind of tied to there, like, oh, do they not have wings because like they lost that power, or is it because they sever their connection?
Why?
I am a fugitive after all. I must remove any chance of being detected by the family.
It looks like the Abyss Lecter Halo, Paimon's Halo.
Another reason is to feel pain. A pain like falling from the sky with broken wings, that can keep me awake.
Oh my god, just like Callus did when he entered, he fell into the world of Penacony.
This is how I can cast aside all the blessings of the harmony and the order, and for the first time in my life, enter the sweet dream as an ordinary person.
Is that also how Mr. 1 Week came into this world?
And it literally is like 4 points plus 5. It's like giving like 4 shades primordial.
No. You wouldn't believe the real story even if he told you. He was born from an accident. One that you're actually quite familiar with.
Huh?
It was that try not to laugh challenge. Quite embarrassing, to be honest. I was roaming around as an ordinary person when I unfortunately fell into that Pepeshi's trap.
Oh my god.
The prank that fragmented Miss Ting-Yun
That's so
also
funny.
divided my fragile self into 2.
It's like his old self and new self.
Saying that he's a part of you? That's quite surprising given that you two look nothing alike.
Yeah, and they look like eyes.
You could say he's another possibility of me. I too was once a child, with aspirations buried deep within. Over time, those childhood voices grew increasingly faint.
Not sure if you saw it, but I don't think they're the same. Sunday left because he caused harm. And Lumine's a Delulu princess. I mean, we don't really know Lumine's backstory enough to like make any like for sure takes on it. Like we don't know enough about Conria, what happened, what they were doing. Like all that is like lost. Like memories lost.
Maybe if I had made a small change in my childhood, I would have turned out to be exactly like him. What a pity. Failing to become a better version of yourself.
Oh.
So, my final farewell will be like that of Miss Ting-Yun. I will perform a tuning on myself and return to my complete form. And this also means that 1 week will vanish for good. That's why I said this was the last stop. Is there a possibility that you will be the one who disappears? No. This is a foregone conclusion. But who's to say there won't be any changes? Maybe deep down, I'm also anticipating this possibility.
Regardless of the outcome, you will have a witness.
A witness to the changes of fate. So while it's playing the role of Aether in this kind of regard. I scroll through AO3 and now there's self-cessed of 1 week and Sunday. Oh, if I could unread. If I could unread.
Anticipating this possibility. You've really changed. In the past, you wouldn't have tolerated any noise at all. I'm about to embark on an unknown journey where it will be impossible to maintain my orderly life. I will have to navigate unexpected surprises, much like today. You're not ready at all, are you? I feel unsettled, maybe even scared. Ever since I left Penacony, I could no longer control everything. Don't flatter yourself. You can't control anything. But isn't that how it is for most people? My fear of the unknown may be a weakness, but your presence has shown me that surprises aren't always bad. Meeting you has been a great help to me, and I'm glad to have discovered this side of myself. I also feel grateful for the opportunity to tell you this in person.
It's so interesting because Sunday is all about like letting go of control, which is like reason and order. Like letting go of control only to become a trailblazer and be the controllers of fate, which is kind of like what the trailblazers do. I think that's so interesting. He like let go of one to like gain another in a different way.
I truly dislike you.
Ooh.
What? Are you sure you didn't mean the opposite? I must admit, many of your qualities strike a chord with me. There are times when I want to joke around, freely express my thoughts, or openly share my dislike of a person.
Is that Celeron Hunter / Elio? I think Elio is like the controllers of fate. Like they are like the people who have fate on its path, and Trailblazers are like the opposite force, like they are the changers.
Or my fondness. I want to tell her that I love all her songs. Then go for it, Sonny. You always talk about locking the bird in the cage, but you're the one who's trapped. Look at yourself.
Damn, clock him.
Besides discipline and hesitation,
He was projecting.
there's nothing else in your life. If you continue living like a slab of marble, you'll break into pieces when you fall. But I won't become like you. I simply can't. I dislike people who are frivolous. It makes me uncomfortable to even emulate them. If I fail, I will still uphold my principles, such as decorum and stateliness. As for the harmony, my stance remains the same.
I wonder what that pin on
Whether
his
it's you
this
or the
his
paths,
shoulder mean. This is like an
if what I
eye.
once doubted, or even
It's like a
opposed,
blue abyss eye, which is
becomes a force I
interesting.
must rely on in the future. And
It's
this
like a
time,
painting.
my true heart will guide the tuning. I'll leave it to you. What is this? Leaving your fate entirely up to a coin flip? This isn't like you at all. Did you lose your mind after being run over by the Express? Or were you possessed by that IPC gambler?
Not the run over.
Failure is always the best teacher. To save more lives, you must first understand what they live for and what they die for. The best way to achieve this is through personal experience. You see? I'm already starting to make changes. Whether it's us merging or one of us disappearing, I'll leave the tuning to fate. And see if I can embrace all that I detest. Only then will I truly be able to walk among the living in their world.
This is so interesting. Like he's
But
like
what if
accepting
you can't
fate
do it?
instead of trying to change it.
Well, that's out of my hands. It will just prove that I'm still the same person. The person who always disappoints his sister.
Damn. This is so interesting. Like, embrace fate to change fate, kind of like vibes. Like, in order to do something, you need to like go with it. There's a lot of like levels to it.
Into the mortal world.
And it's interesting that he says step into the mortal world, like the world of humanity.
And with my last breath, I'll join the weak in reaching my hands toward the sky.
Just like Aether.
On the planet of festivities, whatever identities I once had, they no longer matter. It's not the gods who answer us, but ourselves from the future. I
Look at the background.
don't have much to say. But as it's time to part ways, here's one last piece of advice. When telling jokes, be sincere. Don't sweat the details, and above all, don't explain them every time.
Oh my god, it's Sino.
Never mind. Maybe it's better for you not to joke at all. No objections from me. This is so annoying. How did I become so dull? Well, despite everything, try not to be too hard on yourself. There will always be people who are sad.
The music. Oh? Oh my god, the three
Planet of
points?
Festivities, land of the dreams.
You all saw that, right?
I say goodbye to my home. Should one desire to leave the stage for good,
One must first step back onto the stage.
Well, dang, that's really gonna be how Genshin ends, eh? With the 4 shades and feigns?
as expected, the trickiest thing is tuning yourself. These dissonant sounds are much too harsh.
Let's improvise.
Eternal.
Those sprites look like spirits from the ley lines. Ain't nothing an accident in this Forsaken game series. No, Honkai Star Rail is the biggest Genshin leaker. Penaconian and Forest are like both different concepts from like Genshin extrapolated, basically.
Did the rhythm get messed up?
Do I not get the train this time?
Dreams do come true.
Firefly type 4, fight till then!
Disorderly noise.
Echoes of the past. You need not fade away. Follow me. To the stars!
This is the set to the seas of
Oh, that's in the story only. I can literally just auto it. I can't auto it.
Nobody resonated. All things are part of the melody.
Take your positions.
Why is nobody resonating? Oh my god, is it the visions?
Let's improvise.
Like, do people have to give up their visions or something?
value, I suppose. Every petal and
Give
all
up the
will be swept
power.
away by the wind.
Don't tell me you don't have fugue. I don't. I'm still pulling.
Step up, let's see ya.
Yeah, Genshin did fail us again. I don't know when they're gonna release it, but
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
I opened Twitter and was gagged. I won't talk about the leaks, but Stefan, you will be gagged. Is it story related?
There's more to life. Eternal.
So I want to get as many copies as fugue possible. I know, but then I started working on the website.
Friends?
Twitter said January 6th. I have a bad experience with that date.
Is it inevitable for me?
I saw Shablanc? Wait, what do you mean? Oh, wait, that leak I did see.
Some value, I suppose. Every petal and all
I have
will
seen
be
that
swept away
one.
by the wind.
That was fine. That didn't bother me.
Uphold the true, and you will.
Let's improvise.
There's more to
The
life.
mood is set. Let the show begin.
Are we talking story leaks I might mute? No, we're not going further than that. I won't give details. I actually don't even know the context of it. I just know it exists.
Burns to ashes! Firefly set to the seas of flame!
Disorderly noise. Step up, let's see ya. Noisy.
Fight till then!
This fight always
Did the
takes
rhythm
so
get messed up?
long.
Dreams do come true.
Like a compass. Nice, like my friends.
It's all speculation. Yeah, I mean, I think there are like leaks behind the context, but I've never read the context. I just know some things exist.
Some value, I suppose.
Disorderly noise.
The seas of flame!
Let's improvise.
Disorderly noise.
Oh my god, how does he have 1%
There's more to
left?
life.
Disorderly noise.
The 8th Dawn? That doesn't happen when me and my boyfriend do it. What the hell? Oh?
On this 8th day, I grant myself departure.
T. 7 days of creation, 8th day, the ending. All of Genshin feeling frozen in time with the recent Notland quest where nothing makes sense.
Mr. Sunday
It's
or
because
Mr. 1 Week?
on the 7th day the cycles were created, and on the 8th day they were broken, but in reality the 7th day is like thousands of years. Seven nations in the 8th we leave, period, with Conria. 7 nations in the 8th is the last chapter. It all makes sense. It all makes sense.
Whichever you prefer. He's probably mocking me from inside right now. Thank
He's
you for
inside
accompanying me
him?
through all this, Mr. Yang.
Oh my
This farewell journey has come to an end.
What are your plans after leaving Penacony?
At this point, there's no need to hide things from you. I believe there's more to the incident involving the Stellaron on Penacony.
Are
Okay.
you suggesting that the Dream Master wasn't the one controlling the Stellaron?
Don't worry. The Oak family was indeed behind seizing the Stellaron and resurrecting the fallen Eon during the Charmony Festival, and you've already defeated them.
Damn, so that was like genuinely reviving an Eon.
But Mr. Gopherwood once told me that all the Order's efforts were aimed at avoiding the same mistakes that the Harmony made. My guess is that the family from the Montour system must be involved. Unfortunately, too much time has passed to verify that. Penacony is just a small territory, and even the family heads with their authority cannot enter the sacred site of the Harmony and inquire about the true will of the Great One.
And it was alive briefly, but I don't think they're alive. Like, we defeat them again.
In the worst case scenario, if Shippei turned a blind eye, how could the strong defending the weak hold up? Mr. Yang, I just want to tell you this. The Harmony has more than one side. They can be the most steadfast ally of the Astral Express. Or the most fearsome enemy.
Well, thank you for being honest with me. The efforts of
I mean, but that's
crew
like
on
every
Penacony
Aeon,
were
though, to be
driven by the
fair.
same
Every
concern.
Aeon has like the good and the bad.
After all this, the Harmony and the Preservation will keep the situation on the planet of festivities in balance. With the momentum from the Trailblaze, more forces will arrive, and Penacony will become a public space in the cosmos.
I believe use Shelton infuse Anna plus Shippei power to make a hybrid of a new order. Yeah. This is super interesting, though, because this also gives us an idea of maybe what happens to Genshin after Genshin's main storyline is done. And, like, it says, oh, like, Penacony is open. So, like, maybe Genshin 2, like, the post-Conrian story is an idea of Genshin without the firmament. And, like, you know, like, us exploring Genshin's place within the cosmos. If that makes sense, chat. Which I think lines up with, like, like, that makes sense for a direction for Genshin to go. Like, I don't think it's going to go as crazy as Star Rail, but taking a slight step in, like, a little bit of a direction, but not, like, you know, like, all over space. But maybe people coming from the outside world in, and, like, that kind of stuff.
Freedom is the only answer.
Genshin 2 makes me laugh. I don't think that's what they'll call it. It's just a continuation.
You and I both strive for a peaceful society, even if our reasons are different. And you've gone even further than I have. If not for our paths, perhaps you and I wouldn't be in opposition.
Oh my god, because he's the nihility and he is harmony! Help!
Don't sell yourself short. We're not fundamentally opposed. Otherwise, you wouldn't have shown me mercy in front of the Dream Master.
But it is kind of true, like, what is Welt up to? I guess nihility is all about anti-god, really, like, in a way, like, a lot of the nihility like revolves around like anti-Aeon, and like even for instance, I think Fugue, right? She's nihility and she's all about like, what if we killed the Aeons? Like Fugue is very much like, call me crazy, but like, what if we fucking just got rid of the Aeons? So that's interesting now that I think about it, that Welt starts there.
This shared journey is my way of repaying you.
I know it's not just anti-God, like it has a nothingness, loss of hope, like all that, like bringing things to like a close. It's like almost like slightly similar to finality in a way, and just in a little bit of a different kind of way, but it is interesting.
You are one of my trailblazing goals.
From Harmony to Nihility, yeah, being like F gods, who cares? Wait, he's one of his trailblazing goals, Sunday?
About that.
Can I be a goal?
You've given me many insights as well. Humans are the measure of everything, and no one is the sole savior. Creating a paradise remains one of my lifelong ambitions. As I move forward, I realize I must build it brick by brick. Therefore, I have a request that I hope you'll
consider. No, he's not human. He's like Hallovanian, just like Aether Lamine.
While I lack the will to trailblaze, nor can I become a true nameless, I admire your convictions. Perhaps what I need more than asceticism.
What is asceticism?
Knowledge. Therefore, after leaving Penacony, would you consider letting me come aboard the Astral Express and travel with you for now?
In my bed, in my room. Why, yes. You can sleep right next to me every night.
So this is why I brought him here.
March is gonna be pissed.
Mr. Sunday wants to join us on the Express. Of course.
But if you didn't support the idea, you wouldn't have brought him back. Well, I trust your judgment. If someone is willing to join us on our journey, the Express will be open to them. But this time is a bit different. Before making any decision, Stefan, I want to hear what you think. Yeah, he can fox. We can fox on the regs. That's fine. I want to hear everyone's opinion. Oh, I want to be a shit disturber. How about we all give our opinion? Let me be the Victoria Justice. When this battle, you were the one who directly confronted him. Your opinion holds the most weight. Boo.
I've learned the most valuable lessons from my past opponents. Please, say whatever's on your mind.
You always want to be in control. You've disappointed many people. You are a noble person. I'm gonna be like you, this one, because we can practice. We can deal with the control thing on our own time. You're a perfectionist. You're always trying to control everything, even when it comes to yourself. Although we're going to be traveling further into the unknown once we leave Penacony, I guess a change of pace could do everyone some good. Girl, go what? Go no, go please. Leave me and him alone. This is our time. This is our space. You guys are just observers. You guys are just witnesses. Deal with it. You're just like, well, just watch. Have some hope in humanity. Ooh, that's an interesting line. Maybe you're too pessimistic about humanity, but the Trailblaze isn't like that. We've had to learn to have faith before embarking on this path. You must do the same. We could be friends. I would prefer like bed buddies, but like sure, we'll go with that. Nothing is certain anyways. An enemy yesterday, maybe a friend today. Oh my god, enemies to lovers. It's already happening. You can join the Express crew. Finally, I'm no longer the newbie. Maybe we should hear everyone else's opinions. I still want to hear everyone else's opinions. I'm fine with that. Don Hung, obviously. Don Hung is the definition of chill guy, I swear to God. He ain't gonna be friends with Bevis. You keep comparing him to fuck ass Aether Girl. Davey! Don't be mad that I figured it out. Don't be mad that I was right. Just gotta get used to it, Davey. Like, that's just me. Like, I'm just always correct.
Well, you did get nerfed after turning into a good guy.
She said
so I guess I'm okay too.
She said he got fucking nerfed. She's like, you were definitely stronger in your order version, but ew, what it is. I'm about to take out the Genshin server so Noah gets to see the story finish. Honestly, do it, because the way Notland's going, I heard it's not going well.
Thank you all for your forgiveness. Perhaps I'll find the answer I'm looking for on this journey. And when that day comes, it'll be farewell. Until then, I will do my best to fulfill my duty as a passenger.
Looks like we've come to a decision. Remember to keep your conductor in the loop too.
Now that our business on Penacony is settled, it's
Pom pom.
about time we get back on track and prepare for our next warp jump.
But let me try contacting Madame Hurt again before we set off. She helped us looking into an forest. Oh my god! Lord? T? Hurt T?
Try?
I tried contacting the space station several times, but I never got any response. Maybe there's a problem with the network? Oh my god, the space station's like on fire again. Should be anything to worry about what could happen on a genius's home turf. Even the Antimatter Legion couldn't stand a chance. For all I know, Herta could be making a move again. Oh my god, is this the fucking cutscene?
No, we're still not quite there.
What's going on? I forgot.
Indeed, this
That's
is
what my
only
knees look
a
like
minor
after
ripple
gymnastics.
that no one will ever notice. So, you must also understand, for a genius, the importance of asking questions outweighs the importance of the answers themselves. So-called magic has its own set of principles.
She's gotta be a hex and
There are
circle. She's
no
such a bad
mysteries
bitch.
in this universe that cannot be solved. So,
why'd all the puppets go down?
all-seeing presence. I ask you this. What is divinity?
News fucking mind explodes. Literally, the supercomputer's like, it just self-combusts. That's such a crazy ending. Oh, slay. That is honestly such a crazy ending. It actually makes me glad though, because then like it definitely means that Herta is involved in the Amphorus storyline, which we kind of know. They did touch upon that an Emanator's involved, so that's Herta. Herta is the Emanator. I wonder who the other two are. There's an Emanator of Remembrance, which we all think is going to be Dark March. And then what's the other path going to be? Maybe, I guess, Destruction, but that would be kind of boring. What if Amphorus is simulated by News to answer what divinity is? Then Amphorus is Genshin. Just goes back to my... Because I literally think that's what Genshin is the Herta simulation.